You know what I mean? I'm scared. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to let go. This is the greatest flashback of my life ever. Show them that don't be reverse thing I sent to the apes a while ago. I got you. Is it a spoiler though? Should I read the chapter first? Is it a spoiler? But you know what it is? The GOAT, the legend himself. You got Domi Reversied. He's lost. He's losing himself. His will is fading. He's in the sunken place. It's up to that nigga Garp, hockey man. No devil fruit, just and we got Roger with Ace, the swordsman, the sword, the blade. Let's see what they got. Let's see if they can handle the king. The king. Okay, let me look at it real quick. Hold on, and then we'll start. It's an apes, you said. What did you say? No, I'm not posting this. This is disrespectful to my goat. No emu cheeks, okay? All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm so nervous. Please. I don't even know what I'm praying for. I don't know what I'm praying for. Just please. Just please. Chapter 1165, Echo. Echo. We got Beppo and Law sleeping on Zeus by Machi and Takeshi. See, bring these back. Enough of Yamato. I like these. Where's Noda Skywalker? He always got the best suggestions. Noda Skywalker be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. What's up, Lizard? Let's see what your ghost about to do. Please. Rocks versus Roger and Garp. You hear that too, says Garp. Yeah, says Roger. Takes his swing. Please kill me. Then he goes at them both. Was Rocks as tall as Roger and Garp originally? Just out of curiosity. I feel like he was shorter than them the whole time. But okay. I'm actually gonna close this. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So Rocks is coming in. Roger's about to counter. Both hands on the blade. Rocks using one hand. The Kenpachi. His words, the way he's acting, and that look on his face. And then Roger and Rocks, they clash. None of it adds up. Here comes the man. Here comes the man himself, the legend, the fist. He's coming with a punch. Hockey's up. Armament plus Conquerors, I'm guessing, and hits Rocks in the face. Pushes him back, but he stops. So he kind of like takes it. While he's also clashing with Roger. Yeah, they were the same height. Domi Reversi shot Rocks up like 10 more feet. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I do feel like everyone here, some people here, like, I would have assumed something was wrong before I assumed Rocks like went crazy or used some devil fruit ability I wasn't aware of. I'd have been like, what the hell did that guy do to him? But anywho's. This is a clean panel. I gotta put it on screen. It's clean. We gotta witness. These are legends throwing hands. You feel me? These are legends. These are the tippy tops. Where's my boy Newgate though? Where he at? So Rocks was able to push back Roger and Garp. And they split the sky. Woo! Clean. Confirmed on first page that Garp's as voice of all things. The sky, it's splitting. We've got to get out of here or we're going to die. Let's steal a ship and get off the island, says Silver Axe. Huh? What about Rocks' ship? Dumbass, no one's going back. The Rocks pirates are history. Is that something you think they decided beforehand? Like they all planned on deserting, or because the situation is so fucked up? They're like, and now I got bread. I got me my little billion berries. I got some bread. I got my startup. It's time to sail the seas as a captain. You feel me? What do you guys think? Hurry to the coast. Vice Admiral Garb, can you repeat that? I said get every survivor and marine you can aboard that ship and cast off immediately. Roger, what's going on over there? Get underway the instant Rayleigh's group is aboard. Wait for me at sea. I'll make it back for sure. They both say Nadente Mushi. Okay. Look at these two legends right here, yo. Shiki waited for the opportunity. He can't leave the crew because of how he was recruited. They all probably had. Oh, you're right. A lot of them Davy back fight. That's a good point. I mean, Shiki doesn't come across to me as honorable, anyways. You know what I mean? They told me he was a warrior of oppression. That's what they told me too. Rox and Roger, I came to this island to catch the pair of you, but look how things panned out. Oh, they took the coat off. It's serious now. They took off the drip. All I wanted was to save Shaki, grab some treasure, and bail. They all planned to leave, but having the money for their startup definitely helped. I feel that. Want to call a temporary truce? look at them trying to they're doing it like the man way. Like, yo, I came here to capture you two niggas. I came here to get Shaki and some treasure and haul ass. Look, let's put aside. Like they're trying to do it in a cool way. Like, I don't really want to team up, but we gotta team up. Like, I like it. The OG6 had to stay, but people like Useless Mids, Parallel, and Silver Axe can just leave, so it depends. You're right. Silver Axe joined. He came to Hachinosu and just joined. That's a good point. Pirates have weird selective honor. Maybe Shiki's just loyal to the Davy back fight. I like that idea. I think it was an unspoken rule, like if she goes down, we get out. If we go and separate ways, so be it. But it was in a moment type situation. I feel like if I was still a part of the Rocks Pirates, I probably would have went back looking for like Whitebeard and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. This crew might have been too volatile for me. I'm a man of peace. I don't like chaos and disorder. So, okay. Want to call a temporary truce? Can't say I'm thrilled with that idea, but we can't just leave him be. Hey, Rocks. As Ross comes over to thrust, Garp jumps over him. Roger's coming behind with a sword slash. They hit him into the mountain a little bit. His head into it. This form. Garp grabs his foot. Can't we undo it somehow? Throws him. Yo, look at them. They're still trying to talk sense to him. They're trying to connect with whatever consciousness Rock still has left. Here comes Roger. Wake up! You don't really see the aftermath. You don't really see what happens, but you see like an explosion in hockey. Garp is my boy, but he legit thought he can body Xebec and Roger and clock at the end of the workday. I understand why he never captured Roger. He's overestimating himself. Whitebeard was the only one who really rocked with the Rocks, except maybe Kaido. I think Kaido respected his strength. I think Whitebeard and him had a camaraderie and unorthodox relationship similar to Herald and Rocks, I would say. And people was acting like Whitebeard was on his level at God Valley. Listen, Whitebeard's up there. He's up there. Hurry! Roger won't stop fighting till he's sure we've escaped. It's strange, this hockey. Nice ship. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Bro. What? Where's she been? No, deadass. Let me know if I'm stupid. Where the hell has Gloriosa been? I swear we haven't seen her since they pulled up to God Valley. Am I tripping? Has she just been in like background panels not saying anything and I didn't notice? Like, I swear we haven't seen her. Where did you come from? I'm crying. Gloriosa! You listening, Kaido? Consider this a lifelong debt. You'll pay me back one day, mark my words, says Lin Lin. Don't be stupid. You lost fair and square, Lin Lin. Now watch. I'm going to start a crew where brutality is the only law. Okay. Start up. This man pulled pulled at Roger and Rayleigh and Scopper with the old Jen Helmeppo and Inshallah. Yeah, in the background panels. Oda remembered her now. I don't. Maybe she was in the background. I didn't recall seeing her. That's why I was asking the question. I changed my perspective on things. Kaido pre-arriving Wano, I thought he was kind and joyous, and something happened to set him on the path of brutality. I guess he becomes that after God Valley, but have optimism. He is Joy Boy. If I have to make interpretations, both Big Mom and Kaido are decay of their dreams. Kaido might have lost his optimism because he also decayed like Big Mom, become miserable, never getting the challenge that excited him. The issue that I've always had with like this is layered, and I don't want to get into it too much right now. Maybe if I remember, I'll come back to it. But I'll say this much: you have to remember that a lot of this is not planned. The truth of the matter is, I think in a lot of ways it's more impressive to add something you didn't originally have planned and have it mesh with your story well. But Oda wanted to have this go for like 5 years, defeat the 7 warlords, and you're done. We're adding a lot of extra content and material here to keep the story going. It's been almost approaching 30 years at this point, right? Kaido, Mihawk, I'll even like throw this to another series. As much as Ayomine is my favorite character, the idea that you're so good, no one's as good as you, when you literally have your Generation of Miracles counterparts, where you even said scoring on Morisaki Bara is hard, and in addition to you not traveling the world, go to America and hoop then. Face Jason Silver and those kind of people. Like, smoke seekers who don't go seeking smoke, I don't respect it. I don't like the idea of Mihawk being like, oh, the thrill of the chase. How long has it been? You don't leave the crib. Kaido as well. I want a challenge. I want to fight someone strong. Leave Wano. Go fight Shanks. Go fight Blackbeard. Go challenge Whitebeard. Like, I know he tried to go to Marineford. I get that. And Shanks stopped him or whatever. But it's like, you can't sit in your house, be drunk all the time, and be like, huh, there's no one challenging the fight. Nigga, leave the house. What? I will harp on this point until I die. The moment Mihawk left his crib because he was bored, he found a swordsman with the potential to surpass him someday. Someone that he respected. An eventual challenge in Zoro. So, with Kaido being like, oh, no challenge, nigga, leave the crib. Get off of fucking Wano. I don't want to hear it. Get off of Wano. I see you? Yeah. Looking back at Kaido and Big Mom, half of the OG Yonko being the third tier pirates of the Golden Gen is very funny. I get they got stronger, but this dialogue is the equivalent of Yasop Vista ass rivalry, like blood. Neither of you matter like that. That's kind of funny. Though, you have to remember, Kaido's pretty young here. He's like 21, 22-ish. But fair. Gonna be a fake demon. Mihawk and never been to Wano. Ayomine is funny. 15-year-old Japanese kid with access to the NBA. Thought he was him. Meanwhile, an average D3 college player would have kicked his ass at that point. Big fact. Yo, did I miss the chap read? No. I am still going. I'm reading comments right now. What's up, Sage? My Trini brother. Kaido's getting his ass beat this flashback, and he's complaining about not having rivals. He does get a lot stronger, though. That's the truth. But yeah. You've grown bold, haven't you? But you'll never be able to beat me. Linlin, what are you doing? We've got to go. Load up the treasure. One day I'll come to collect what you owe. I'll crush you when that time comes, says Kaido. Okay, so we're seeing Roger getting hit into the ground and Garp into a mountain as Xebec is coming forward. He clawed at his sword. He uses claws, or Domi reversey physical strength boost. Big Mom definitely turned Kaido into a lava homie. I love the dynamic. I do too. You broke the mountain, didn't you? There's Whitebeard. He looks completely fine and unscathed, not hurt. Is he just leaving? Where's he going? I feel like Whitebeard's too smart to not. I know Whitebeard doesn't have the voice of all things and stuff like that. He's not a D. Like, he's a very strong person, but maybe not like destiny chosen in certain aspects. But I feel like Whitebeard is smart enough and empathetic enough to be like, something is wrong with rocks. Like, I feel like he should be there too to some degree. That's just me. Maybe he comes back. I don't know, but his reaction kind of shocked me. I said before that Kaido was the only person to kind to Jack in the Beast Pirates because he reminds him of how the Rocks pirates treated him. I kind of like that. That's kind of funny. That I feel that. World's strongest creature, Clawman, Rocks. He not trying to die. Facts. I don't think Garp is destiny chosen. He can listen to the voice of all things. Well, I kind of disagree. I don't want to say Whitebeard's not destiny chosen. I think what I'm trying to say is Whitebeard had small. I don't want to say small ambitions. That's not true either. Whitebeard didn't have the grandest ambitions. Whitebeard wasn't like, I want to be king of the pirates, king of the world. I just want a family. And he was good. Almost similar to maybe if Shanks didn't have the role that he had. He's like, I just wanted to be free and sail with Buggy, my best friend. You know what I mean? At the time, at least. It's like, Whitebeard would have been cool just chilling, going around with his family, doing pirate things, and then dying when he died. Garp, I think you have to say, has a big role to play because he's a D-Clan member. Garp is his son. Luffy is his grandson. And you know how they're going to affect the world eventually. And Garp is also a part of some of the biggest, most important events in the last 800 years. So I would still say Garp falls in that category, but yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me read. Y'all talking too much. Let me read. You broke the mountain, didn't you? Newgate. Oh, who are you? Looks like your crew's also breaking up. The name's Graham, captain of the pole. Wait, I'm laughing for two reasons. One, that was really Marco's dad? That was real? And two, this nigga's name is Polo. Marco Polo, you're not funny, Oda. I'm so upset that I'm laughing. You're not a serious man. Marco Polo, I'm so upset. Oh, shit. This nigga is so unserious, bro. Right? Like Marco Polo, Oda's not is fucking hilarious. Garp is a reformist too. Whitebeard's not a world changer. He uses his power to create a good reality for himself. Was just sitting there looking at Aku stabbing his captain, and when the man with fangs and wings and thought he just abandoned them. Right? I mean, we haven't seen the lesser Stussy through all this either. Marco Polo, for me, when it comes to smoke demons, at least Kenpachi specifically wants a good fight, not necessarily stronger than him only. That's a good point. Okay, I'm a big fan. You need a ship, right? Let's join forces. Buzz off. Don't get in my way. So I'm guessing Whitebeard escapes with him and something happens to Polo and he takes Marco under his wing because Marco's his son. Okay. This nigga was really... That's funny. Hey, where's Newgate? Says Stussy. Don't ask me. There's Gil Bassar in the back too with his treasure. Calm down, Dragon. What do you think you're doing? Me? What about you? You could Dragon? Motion? Doing something? Holding a marine to gunpoint? Wow. Well done. Some motion. I want to talk to you about this actually. In God Valley, the four biggest guys were Garp, Roger, Xebec, and Emu. In the first world, there was 4 gods, and in the Big 12 panel, the center was Blackbeard, Emu, Luffy, and Kobe, so Garp is a big deal. I gotta look at the mural again, the Harley text and stuff, but that's interesting. And I've always felt that Kobe was gonna play a really, really big role in the final war and kind of be like, I don't want to say the Garp to Luffy's Roger, but in a similar vein, be like the strongest Marine or most honorable Marine in a sense that wants to do the right thing, even if that means standing against the world government. If I save you, then die. You take my son, and then you tell him you're his dad now. I would haunt you in death. Whitebeard is a curse. All these pirates dying and Whitebeard stealing their kids. Polo, System, Pozu, Rocks, Roger all lost their sons to him for real. That's an interesting thing to say because of how many kids actually do end up on his crew that were like the son of other pirates, and Ace is one of them too. A dragon got a little monkey bloodline in him, right? Finally, that's the monkey D crash out that I'm trying to see. Dragon, bring those survivors on board. We're saving them. And if anyone's got a problem with that, I'll execute them. Okay. Well done, Dragon. This won't end well for you, Dragon. Bring it on. Yeah. Yeah. The monkey crash out. That's what I'm trying to see. Where is that? He lost that. He lost the game. Let me stop. Where are you going? Rayleigh, yeah, man. I knew they were going to leave Roger. I knew they were going to leave him. Don't follow us. Sail the boat and wait. And boat out to sea and wait. I knew they were going to leave him. That island never existed. Is that clear? So Emu already left in Garling is crazy. Garcia's body. Saturn. West Blue. The records kept by G11 and CP6. You're seeing them fight with Rock still. Concerning the top secret level S special mission on God's Valley are sparse. The names. This is the narrator, by the way. The names of participants of the human hunt were purged. Little is recorded regarding the site of the incident God Valley. Information regarding the island's whereabouts, size, and population were also purged. The numbers of casualty remains unknown to this day. Did you know the world government has ties to that black monsters? Seems like an affront to justice. I'm with you there. If you want to leave the Navy, you should join us, says Roger. Hell no. If I quit, who'd protect the Marines? Oppressor, right? Oh, why is he still in the Marines? There's a reason. Sometimes you just need to wait. Watch the idiots. Yeah. Chatter, cheater, jibber, jabber, jibber, jabber, jibber, jabber. I don't even have to say anything. The proof is in the pudding right there. I'm going to just keep reading. Who will protect the Marines? It's all about the mass, Garp. What? The mass? What are you talking about? Actually, I'm confused too. Armament hockey can normally counter devil fruit abilities, and I'm using Conqueror's hockey coding to boot, so there's no way my attacks aren't doing anything. Breathing hard still. Garp responds, breathing hard. It's also because he's using Conqueror's hockey to guard himself. It's not a surprise we'd cancel each other out. Exactly. If we don't overcome that, the damage won't go through. We'll lose sooner or later if we keep trading blows like this. We simply can't match a monster in a battle of attrition. So next time we use Conquerors, we should channel all of our mass into it. Yeah, don't worry about how crippling the aftermath will be. If we do that, we probably won't survive this. Is he just saying hit him harder? He's just saying hit harder? He said, wait, hold on. Saturn's eyes are still emu, so his eyes might still be controlling. Yeah, I think he'd still be controlled right now. All I'm saying is when Emu calls Kobe Sora the warrior of liberation, I don't want to hear nothing. Dragon got the monkey D bloodline awakening. It's more of Whitebeard being a curse breaker, but it's funny. Kobe will inherit Garp's will, but he won't be necessarily like how Garp was to Roger. Dragon was tough this chapter. That ship must have been docked east of the island. He got the east location boost buff. He said Sengoku don't have the capacity. I really like everyone's getting out the scale of battle. Like everyone is leaving because of the destruction he's causing. Garp Pater's down 1,000 after this last 5 chapters. Yup. Roger said you could be my henchman, little bro. I assume this event inspired Garp or Sengoku to form Sword. I'm thinking so too. I feel a great disturbance in the forest, as if millions of French voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. Garp teaching Roger about hockey. So now Kobe is ranked 3rd of his students, or 4th if you count Luffy. Cock, mass, alright. Dick him harder is crazy. It's hit to point, you break stalemate. Jay said Dragon was just pointing the gun east. Oh, so whatever they're about to do is gonna leave them really hurt. Either way, it'll take all three of us out of commission. If we don't land this, it's over. He cracks his neck. They go in. Hey, Rox, I don't know if there's any words that'll comfort you at this point. I don't even know what's happened to you, but I do know one thing. I can feel your frustration. Right now, he's still crying. This is no time for tears, you dolt. Oh, wow. Roger's wiping tears as he's preparing this attack. Kat Gutsugis. Infinitum? Vol. Ace. Okay. Explosion. Looks like a multi-slash hit and a multi-punch that actually cuts through Rox a little bit. Like he actually looks dismembered. He lost a leg. He got punched through and cut through the side. The world government tried their best to bury this incident in the shadows, however. The disbanding of the chaotic crew led by Rox D. Xebec would leave an undeniable echo. The Rox pirates destabilized an entire era, and the tremors of their legacy would continue to shake the world. A legendary incident uncovered. That's not the end, is it? Is that the end? Is that how they kill him? Or are they all out of commission? Like, what happens? I feel like they still had a little bit more. But I don't see break next week. Is there no break? I was expecting a break. That's the first time I seen Garp do like a multi-punch attack, like a Gatling type attack. That was cool. This is clean. Shout out to Ace, still living on through the blade. Chapter was clean. That was a good chapter. I can't believe we're actually getting to see them fight. I expected to get one chapter of them really fighting for real, or like 1.5 to like 2 in total, but we actually pretty much just focused on their battle, which is interesting. This is a good chapter. I like this. Let's talk. The shading was really good. Garp the GOAT. Roger is such a hockey genius. I'm glad Oda's showing it. I know it seems simple, but him figuring it during a fight is fire, plus Garp picking it up after one line by Roger also shows how much of a hockey genius Garp is as well. Yep. I do want to see something though. Just for now, I want to see how it's worded in OP scans real quick. It's still called Echo. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Don't you think... Okay, Huff. Don't you think it's a matter of quantity, Garp? Quantity of what? For starters, Devil Fruit powers don't do jack against armament hockey. On top of that, I'm coding it with Conqueror's hockey, so it should have worked. But obviously, if he's using Conqueror's hockey and you are too, the two forces will cancel. That's it. If we push past that limit, we won't be able to hurt him at all. There's no point in trying to outlast him on stamina. If we keep this up, we'll lose. You're saying you'll unleash all your Conqueror's hockey at once. That's right. We'll dump it. Uh-oh. Sorry, I got a phone call. That's right. We'll dump it all out without thinking. If you do that, you'll end up dead. As long as he goes down in the end, that's enough. But if we miss, we're done for. Okay. So you're basically just saying empty the tank with all your Conqueror's hockey right now. Wait, is it? I didn't see. Oh, the bottom right? It's on the right side? Damn. They got me? No, I didn't see it. No, it does say break next week. Damn. Okay. I am kind of crying, though, at the fact that, well, it makes sense. So my understanding is that, like, they're using Conqueror's hockey and army, and they're using it in a way that they're like, yo, there's no way it's ineffective. But because Rox is canceling it out with his own armament and or Conquerors, we can't play the war of attrition. We can't, like, we have to empty the mana bar, the stamina meter. We can't incrementally do specials. We got to use our level 3 ultimate right now. We have to empty the entire tank. Okay. Interesting. Watch Xebec reform from Domi Reversi as a 1-year-old baby that Roger decides to call Buggy. Stop. Stop it. From what it seems, the Rock Pirates didn't lose to infighting. They lost because Rocks himself got Domi reversied. Maybe. Garp gave him a little lesson about cock usage. Don't worry, he got his rival for real. It's on. Yes, I saw it. Not gonna lie, nothing was genius. All they just did a hockey 1 rep max. If Roger ain't tell little bro Garp, he wouldn't have known. Garp literally tells him that his colors of armament and cock aren't working. Roger was contemplating why it wasn't working. What happened to the 1v1? Uh-oh. From what it seemed to get past the regen, you need to basically burn through a shit ton of hockey. I didn't say he'd 1v1 PED rocks. Yeah, all right, buddy. I can't lie, yo. Marco's dad really being here is funny to me. So Nepo piece is getting stronger. But I'm sorry, his name being Polo is sending me. That shit is funny as hell. That is funny. Yeah, but this might be due to Rox's level because the weaker guys like Summers get overcame from specific tech from what Scopper said. Yeah. And it makes sense for Scopper to know, and also probably Rayleigh, which I assumed, because Scopper told Luffy and Loki to use their Conqueror's Haki Zoro as well, and they're not immortal. You know, you can beat them. However, I was never under the impression that Rayleigh and Scopper wouldn't run back for their captain. It's similar to like even if like Roger asked for a 1v1, similar to what Luffy did against Aokiji. If I remember correctly, Sanji and Zoro, as soon as they thawed out in the sea, they ran back first. So yeah. I think Scopper and Rayleigh are going to join the fight. I'm not saying they're going to turn the tide necessarily, but they'll like... Maybe if Garp and Roger are like taxed out right now, they'll step in to keep Rocks busy so they can gather up the strength for one more attack or something. Something tells me it's not over. Like, it's reaching its end, but it's not literally over yet. Even if Rock's like still regenerating or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this might... Wait, I read that already. Oda has made it clear that the 3 most important people in this era, Rock's era, were Rocks, Garp, and Roger. So it only makes sense why the final fight is between these 3. That's why Oda took out the 3 Rocks pirates, so the era can end with these 3. Thoughts on Domi reverse Xebec having Joy Boy level hockey? If the Roger pirates take Garp out, I need Bogart executed. I don't think anything that I've seen has suggested that what Xebec is using is as strong as the rope hockey we saw from Joy Boy. I still think that's the strongest hockey feat we saw. But he did say he was going to put his strongest hockey into it. So that could have been maxed out Joy Boy at his absolute best. I don't know for sure. But I'm starting to really understand that using hockey is a stamina drain. And the more you put into it, you have to kind of like pace yourself or else you'll burn out. So I don't think Rocks even has used like a super mega ultra powerful hockey blast, because I don't know if he'll run out of hockey. Maybe has infinite stamina, but I think if his hockey was that strong, it would overpower Garp and Roger for the time being. I'm not sure. Because Joy Boy's hockey gave Emu PTSD from Marijois, sent every Gorosei back to the Holy Land, and knocked out a bunch of vice admirals and admirals. It's still the best feat that I've seen from a hockey standpoint. I assume that normally fighters will minimize their hockey usage to maintain stamina, so the idea of dumping it out a bunch at once isn't first nature. Exactly. And I don't know why they're saying it would kill them, but it would leave them in a bad position, similar, because we've seen Luffy use all his hockey before many times, and he can still run around and do stuff. He just can't hockey up for like 10 minutes, right? So it's not a death sentence in the traditional sense that you'll just die. It's a death sentence because you can't defend yourself properly and use all of your skills, and hockey is so important, especially in the New World. To be honest, that was Joy Boy hockey in a rope. Imagine what Joy Boy could do with that hockey in an attack tech like Roger and Garp did here. Yeah. Joy Boy having the equivalent of 2 Yonkos worth of hockey with a Nika fruit is an insane power creep. Yeah, but I don't think it's not nonsensical for a shonen battle series at the very end to take extremely large steps and leaps in overall power. I'm with you though. I kind of hear what you're saying. It's just like I think the usage of hockey is too different, and I feel like if Zebek's hockey was that strong, I don't know. I'm just for me, it's still a no, just based on what Joy Boy's rope hockey did. But I'm not mad at the idea. Still haven't been here to your screen, so I want your opinion on certain characters like Loki and his little big brother. Who do you think deserve and would be the better king? Are the two brothers, and who would you want to become king? I think Harujin would be the better king. I don't think Harujin would ever surpass Loki in physical in strength. I think Loki will always be stronger than him. I think Loki is meant to be a pirate or someone who sails. I think Loki will either start his own crew or remake his own crew, or there's a small possibility he joins Luffy, but I think more so he'll be allied with Luffy. But if something happens on the island where no matter what Luffy does or says, he still is influenced by rocks, the only other option I see for Loki is somehow joining the Blackbeard pirates because he teaches Rocks his son. But I don't think Loki would be subservient to anybody, and I don't think he has any interest in ruling Elbaf. He thinks a bunch of people in Elbaf are spineless wussies and stuff like that. So I think he wants to be free like Rocks, as he said.
Yay!
How do I feel about Gunko? I don't really like Gunko. I don't have any. I think Gunko's interesting because of her connection to Brook. I want to know more about the Brook and Gunko connection, so that's intriguing to me. I would like to know more about that, but her character doesn't move me. Her power is cool. I don't think she's that strong. And right now, Emu is in her body, so it's not really Gunko right now. Let's see. Who do you think Loki's friend Mosa is? I heard that is Shida Hoshi. I think it makes more sense. It's kind of cute. She's an upgrade from Lola. I don't know who Mosa is. I don't think it's Shida Hoshi. Oh, because they're both trapped? But Shida Hoshi wasn't speaking to anybody via Denden Mushi. I don't think. So I don't think it's Shida Hoshi, but I get the reasoning, I think. Loki's trapped against a tree. She was locked in the tower. That would be pretty fascinating that he's talking to an ancient weapon, but I don't think so. Let me think about it, but I haven't actually thought on who Mosa could be. Shamrock looks cool, but as a result of his dad looking fraudulent, the Holy Knights being trash, and the Gorosei, in my opinion, not really being that impressive to me, them being regeneration merchants more than anything, Shamrock's stock is falling as a result of the other Holy Knights. I'm at a wait until I see it with Shamrock for the time being. Him beating tied up Loki with his biting blade is not moving me. I don't care about that. That's not a feat to me. But I really like Loki. Loki's could become one of my favorite characters. I know you can hear that beep. I'm sorry, but yeah. Okay. Where were we? I enjoyed Loki and Rocks throughout this arc. I like Loki a lot. Joy Boy would legit look at Xebec like Luffy looks at Jinbei. I assume Emu buffed Zebek's hockey. I kind of think he probably did get stronger. I do think Emu through Domiverse makes you more powerful. Because I don't think Rocks could fight Garp and Roger 2v1 without performance-enhancing drugs, as a lizard says. I think with the Emu buff, yes, he can. Gojo Dad's subscribed tier 1, 17 months. I appreciate you on a 1 month streak. I haven't read the chapter yet, but what's your thoughts on panel Roger and Garp explains and discussing hockey? It makes me happy at the same time. Why can Oda give us more of this? We don't need JJK or HX or Hunter x Hunter over explaining, but this was very nice and simple. The panel I saw, like Roger really feeling bad for Xebec. I feel him. I think the hockey stuff is interesting. I think the biggest problem hockey has is one of the biggest problem Oda has is whether or not it makes sense, he just likes to keep certain things close to the chest. And I've said this many times, right? And I think there's instances of pre-time skip doing this well, but it needed more. If I already had fleshed out hockey in pre-time skip, I would have the upper higher tiers using it. You'd have seen Whitebeard block Akainu with a black fist, and I would have just not explained it. I would have had you niggas theorizing for a decade plus. What is this black shit they're using? And I wouldn't have told y'all shit until Rayleigh fully explained it. And then you'd see it. The problem is because Luffy and Ko are going through the ladder, the hierarchy of hockey, basic stuff. The more advanced level, the higher level, and we're going up and up and up. Instead of like having stronger characters show that early, and we know they already have it, he's having the stronger characters now showcase that hockey can do a lot more than we realized. Wi-Fi hockey, observation killing, pouring all your hockey out in one instance to maximize how powerful it is. Quality over quantity kind of thing, if you will. Like, we're learning there's so much more. Hockey is so strong it can send summoned demons back to the place that they were summoned. Because Oda won't kind of just show us that and then have us learn and figure it out later, it makes hockey look iffy. That's the problem with hockey. I still think it's a good power system and I like it. It's just the way that it's presented has issues. The reason why I've always told people you underestimate how good the 7 dying will flames of the sky was and are is because even before we learned what each individual flame's property was, they looked different. They were channeled differently. We saw Basil had a blue flame in his hyper dying will flame. We didn't know why. We thought maybe it's because instead of taking a dying will shot, he was popping pills. I don't know. Like, we didn't know until it was explained, and then that retroactively makes all of those moments make sense. Oh, that's why Mukuro's eye was purple when he was using one of his 6 passive reincarnations. He's of the mist flame. Oda should have done something like that. And he did it in a way that pissed me off. When Rayleigh throws off Kami's necklace thing, when we see it, he just tosses it. But in the flashback, he actually has hockey. It's like blackened and he throws it. Like, I would have preferred to reverse that. Show me the black face and him throwing it off in pre-timeskip, and then in the flashback, just throw him tossing it if you had to call back to it. I would have reversed how you did it. Anyways, the hockey stuff was good though. Just, and in a nutshell is what I'm saying. Where was I? Sorry guys, gotta find where I was. I don't think Blackbeard being Rock's son would move Loki. Doesn't seem to be the type of character to care. I'm with you. I think Loki's not going to be subservient to anybody. It's just like, I think there's like a 4%. I think the possibility is low, just not zero, if that makes sense. Especially if Blackbeard was on his, you can like have your own fleet, I don't know, you know? Individually, both Garp and Roger were performing so well against Domi reversing rocks. Garp grabbing rocks and throwing him so fire, or Roger cutting him. They're doing well. It just seems like they're not doing significant damage. If Loki takes Shirahoshi, he's the GOAT. Him being her type would be a funny gag. Answer to the gag, it would be. Shamrock, the only hope for the Holy Knights? On God, he is. I'm at the point where I'm kind of giving up on hockey getting explained. Most of the time, the explanations boil down to struggling. Someone invincible regeneration. Use more hockey. Bigger hockey. Better hockey. It is kind of funny because in a lot of ways, it's just like, why isn't our hockey working? Because we're not using enough. Use more. It is, in a nutshell, like oversimplifying it, that is what's happening. But I still like hockey, personally. But I wish it was just presented better throughout the post-time skip. Shamrock is just a Loki victim. I would really like that. I like the idea of Loki taking out Shamrock. She's 16. You sure you want that? Chill out. She's 21 in giant years. That's crazy. 21 and 60 not good either. Listen, actually, never mind. I ain't going to prison. Yeah, just stop. You're losing battle there, KG. Yep. Rox, Garp, and Roger effectively on the same tier in this era. Regardless if you think Rox was first, there is barely any difference between all three. I agree with this. I have it. I really have Rox and Garp even, 1A, 1B, even, like just straight up pretty much even, with rocks ever so slightly above them. Hockey is just like magic muscles in an athletic context, with King Hockey being fast twitch dominant, if that makes sense. I kind of feel you. Garp and Rogers seem to be in their prime right now, though. Whitebeard isn't, and he's definitely closer than Kaido and Big Mom. Oh, that's easy to see. They say he reached his prime by the time Odin was fighting him. Whitebeard's probably just a little bit weaker than Garp, Rox, and Roger, but Whitebeard is none of them could beat him easily. They'd have to fight like to the death, like to the brink to beat him, to take him out. Roger being 39, same age as Shanks, who we assume is in his prime now, is an indication that him and Garp are in their prime. Agreed. Hockey is a great concept. I think the execution sometimes falls flat. Him adding future sight is my favorite adding in hockey. I do too. And I think Oda needs a better visual representation so we know it's being used. I hate assuming it's being used. I think the zone eyes that the anime used, if you think back to like the Heart of Gold special with Mad Treasure, when Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, and Luffy all sensed the invisible camouflage ship, and they had like the Ayomine Kagami like zone eyes. Like he needs a way to visually show it's being used instead of telling me. Or do what you did with like Shanks. That was good. What Shanks did against Kid was good. Like they changed the shading to show that Shanks saw a bad future, and then he did it. I've been hearing a theory that the poneglyphs are colder than hockey after their creation. Elaborate. Also, the canning throwing moment should indicate that Garp is in his prime because he made it a point of him reminiscing on his prime. Yes. Kagusuchi being the Shinto god of fire, peep the TL note on the second last page, and the full name of being, I guess, the Shinto god of fire Ace, is a good nod to Roger's son himself. Fire. Literally fire. It's lit. Best future sight feat, knowing his son's going to be a fire fruit user. The best future sight is probably Shanks seeing Kid destroying the whole fleet and stopping him beforehand. I think Rayleigh sensing the entire island is up there. And maybe Eneru's future sight mixed with his electro whatever magnetic wave sensing, but I'd give it to Shanks for the time being. By the way, I wanted to discuss a theory based on last chapter if you want to discuss it now. Sure. Hop in. Hop into Lizard if you want. My girl called me right as the stream started. It's okay. Don't worry, bro. Naya, I want to get your take on Roger's mass statement. Okay, I'll talk about it again. What's your thoughts on people saying we might get Luffy and Blackbeard versus Emu? I think that three-way battle royale makes more sense than it doesn't, unless Blackbeard preemptively strikes on Emu with his crew, and then Luffy has to deal with Blackbeard having Emu's ability. But I actually think I even have thrown Kobe in there sometimes. Like Kobe helps to take out Emu, and then through that, in that. Pat, you can hop in too if you want. And through that, in that, Blackbeard, no matter what, gets Emu's ability. Give me a second, KG. I can't hear you. I gotta put my headphones in, and go on Discord. Give me a second. So I read both translations. Pat, to get a better understanding of what exactly Roger and Garp were talking about. And it boils down to, yo,
it's good.
What's going on? Okay, let me just finish this thought and then tell me what you were thinking. You're eating, so you'll join the debate. Okay. I actually need to eat too myself. I'm hungry as hell. Okay, so in the TCB chapter, he says this really quickly. It's all about the mask, Garp. The mask, what are you talking about, says Garp. Arm and Hockey can normally counter devil fruit abilities, and I'm using Conqueror's Hockey coding to boot, so there's no way my attacks aren't doing anything. And then Garp says he's also using Conqueror's Hockey to guard himself. It's not a surprise we cancel each other out. Exactly. If we don't overcome that, the damage won't go through. We'll lose sooner or later if we keep trading blows like this. We can't We simply can't match a monster in a battle of attrition. So next time we use Conqueror's Hockey, we should channel all of our mass into it. Yeah, don't worry about how crippling the aftermath will be. If we do that, we probably won't survive this. Either way, it'll take all three of us out of commission. If we don't land this, it's over. And the other one, the OP scans version, this is how they worded it, Pat. Don't you think it's a matter of quantity, Garp? Quantity of what? For starters, Devil Fruit powers don't do jack against armament hockey. On top of that, I'm quoting it with Conqueror's Hockey, so it should have worked. Then Garp says, but obviously if he's using Conqueror's Hockey and you are using it too, the two forces will cancel. That's it. If we don't push past that limit, we won't be able to hurt him at all. There's no point trying to outlast him on stamina. If we keep this up, we'll lose. So you're saying you'll unleash all of your Conqueror's Hockey at once? That's right. We'll dump it all out without thinking. If you do that, you'll end up dead. I don't like that part. I think that part's a bit of hyperbolic. As long as he goes down in the end, that's enough. If you miss, we're done for. So to me, what it looks like is that their damage isn't going through because of how strong Rox's hockey is in general, right? And they're trying to use it in a way that it's like we're having a long battle. It's like me playing a fighting game. I'm not going to burn all of my like special meter immediately. I'm going to use it when I think it makes the most sense or to extend my combos or whatever the case may be. They're saying against Rox, because of Domi Reversi, trying to outlast him is not going to work, and our level of hockey is not going to break through. We have to dump and empty the tank in one attack together, make sure we don't miss, and that'll make sure that our damage goes through. I had a second opinion that if they could get their attack to go through, all the little accumulative damage would like all hit Rox at the same time. But I don't think that's the case. I think ultimately all Roger and Garp are realizing is they're not using enough hockey. They gotta use more to break through Xebec's PED defenses, if you will, as Lizards call them. So yeah.
Yeah, isn't like Advanced Conqueror's hack is basically a barrier. So his barrier is stronger than their barrier, so they need a stronger attack just to like penetrate him.
It's kind of like similar to what Law was saying against Big Mom and Kaido, right? Like if Law could somehow make his hockey stronger in conjunction with the Devil Fruit, he'd probably be able to teleport them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I think that's like an even bigger step.
Oh no, I'm with you. I'm saying ideally if he could do that. I'm saying.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, Law doesn't have Conquerors, but we have seen him suppress Devil Fruit abilities with just armament when he got hit with the malady illness from Doc Q. He powered through it and turned back into a man. So yeah. It sounded like Roger was telling Garp to put your back into it. Well, they both kind of played off each other's hockey knowledge and like picked up on what each other were saying really quickly. But I don't think it was that Garp wasn't putting his back into it. It's more so that they're both trying to conserve their stamina because most fighters don't empty the tank in the first round, right? Unless you really think that's the only way to win. I have a great example. One of my favorite examples. Vegeta knew if he didn't go balls to the walls against Raccoon immediately, he was cooked. That nigga hit him with everything he had immediately and didn't put Raccoon down. But that's not a smart way to fight because if you don't win immediately, you have nothing left to give. So obviously most fighters pace themselves throughout the fight, right? Which they were both doing.
This is like the equivalent of two boxers fighting. One of them isn't as skilled as the other, but I have a knockout punch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna fight the proper way. I'm just gonna hope my punch lands.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Exactly. Is that the secret tech behind the King's Punch? Big hockey dump? No, it's fucking cap. If I charge this for an hour, I could beat a Yonko. Kaido would have ate that shit. Kaido would have been like, what did Caliban say to fucking that one guy? Was that a jab? Yo, cut it out. But oh, you're at school? Okay, fair enough. I'm saying the best future sight is feat is Roger naming his attack Shinto Fire God Ace because he saw the future and knew he'd have a kid who'd have the fire fruit. I got what you were saying. I just ignored it to give the real answer, which was Shanks. I understood what you were saying. I felt it. I think both translating are misinterpreting the idea of it's partially a physical thing, as Oda uses. I don't know what the fuck he just simply put in there. Taiyoku, which means physical strength. So it's rocks, amped hockey, and physical ability. I'm gonna wait until Dusk and Dawn and Artur, Library of Horror, maybe translates it because I'm with you to this. I say I'm with you. I have no idea what you're saying. I can't read poneglyphs, so more power to you. But I could feel them. I could feel the poneglyphs where I could feel that something's being lost in translation. I definitely got that from the way it was worded. But yeah.
I think the issue is that we don't know if Domir verse is like a physical buff mainly or a hacky and physical buff thing, where that seems to be like the separation that they struggled with. Like what separated current trucks from them.
Oh, that means voice of all things. My bad. You good. I'm with you, but remember what really said? Conqueror's hockey gets stronger as. Actually, did he say it gets stronger as the user gets stronger, or user's will grows?
It's basically like it naturally grows as the fighter grows.
So
Becomes more
if
powerful.
Emu's buff makes you stronger, ideally his hockey would get stronger too. Then, I.
That's. Sorry, can I continue?
Yeah, I got the voice. Oh, you saying I have the voice of all things. I can't read the poneglyphs, but I can feel them. No, but like, yeah, like. Wait, your future sight comment? Did you not hear me? Didn't I read it already? I read your future sight comment. You didn't hear me? Did you get added? I was saying I understood what you were saying about the Shinto Fire God Ace thing, naming his blade Ace, and it after a fire attack for Ace having the Mera no Mi. You're saying he saw the future from like 20 years later or whatever. I felt it. I heard you. I then chose to ignore what you were saying to say that Shanks has the best future hockey feat. I got it.
That Roger Dick riding was too much. Twitch couldn't allow him to read it. That's the issue.
Oh, you said above that one. Sorry. Street saying Kobe's gonna use infinitum kindness to land the final blow on Emu along with Luffy. That's funny.
If Kobe does that, where like he has a soft version of every Garp attack, I'm not riding for Kobe anymore. I'm done with him.
You can't just be Garp 2.0. You gotta get his own bag. We're not trying to see Kisei over here, all right? We want the pink
Listen,
Mamba.
I'm fine with it. I don't want to see honest divide. I don't want to see them kindness. Go.
I'm crying.
Uh,
Okay, but yeah, that's what I think though. It just like put more power into it because of his physical. I guess because of his physical and hockey boost, we're not breaking through enough, so we can't hold back. We have to Vegeta to Raccoon. that's the best I got for you.
I agree with that.
I missed the reaction to the dragon finally doing something. Were you surprised he grew a spine? I literally clapped. I did. I clapped. I said, wow, look at him. And you saved some civilians. Credit where credit is due.
Now a hater would say that he got a spine because his dad is there. He's not scared of his officers anymore, but
Or
I don't know who'd say
an
that.
even bigger hater would say the ship was towards the eastern side of the island, giving
Yes,
and all those habitants are actually from the East Blue, therefore giving him a buff in confidence and ability. Oh shit! So, yeah,
Here, this officer is actually from the East Blue, and he got a buff immediately.
exactly. But yeah, I gave him credit. It's a start. It's something. I basically I said, okay, there it is. Like I feel like Garp and Luffy have a lot of crash out in them. That was a monkey level of crash out. Put a gun to your superior officer, hold them hostage, and say, "I'm saving lives. I don't care about the chain of command." That made me proud a little bit. Fuck him though.
A side note, interesting point about that in a different translation before the chapter dropped, like an account posted it. They were talking about like the officer said, we're not gonna let this go, dragon. I said, I hope that what happened. So it's basically like saying that I'm not gonna let this go. Like I'm gonna make a big deal out of it. So we might
Yes.
have like a dialogue later on.
Yes. Let me see what the yeah, he says bring it on in both translations actually. In
No, no, in
response.
a Twitter account. That's where I got from.
Oh. Because it looks like when it says this won't end well for you, Dragon. Dragon says bring it on after. I could be wrong, but like I'll put it on screen right here. If you see what I'm saying.
I
I can't believe this nigga named his dad Polo. I should have expected that. I can't. I'm sorry, that shit is sending me. He named this nigga's dad Polo. I'm crying. Marco Polo, dog.
no.
Me and my girlfriend played that in Dollarama the other last Christmas, so we wouldn't run into each other when we're getting gifts for our stockings. So I'd say Marco and she'd say Polo, so we wouldn't run into
Oh,
each other. Oh shit.
well, funny shit I have seen, like when the spoilers dropped, the first thing people thought about is where's Polo ranks between between first commanders. Like that's the first thought they had.
That's funny.
Oh,
Rox has two layers of hockey in a way. Rox's own hockey plus the hockey emo gives any person who gets Domi reverse seed, I guess. Or it just makes your hockey stronger. I think Oda has already shown that your physical capacity allows you to use certain quantity of hockey since Sick, Whitebeard, and Marineford and Luffy with Gear Fourth, for instance, shows us. So Rox getting Domi reverses allowed him to use massive amounts of hockey he wouldn't be able to normally use due to his stronger body. That makes perfect sense to me. And he because I think Emu kind of gives you like the immortal body that could regenerate. I'm guessing they don't really get a stamina issue. So it's kind of like if you were playing a game where like when you use special moves, your meter goes down. Every time he uses his hockey, his meter just refills immediately. You ever been in training mode where you give yourself like infinite SP or something? It's kind of like that. So he can keep using like his level 3 ultimate, spamming it without getting tired kind of thing. And Roger and Garp can't play the long game here. They gotta take him all out in one punch or one attack. So yeah, well said.
yeah. It's like the steroids idea where like you and someone that has steroids can be just as strong as each other, but he will take less time to recover compared to you.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
that idea.
yes. I do agree with you that Loki seems very unruly to control. With make him a suitable to make his own crew as a pirate, hopefully with Gunko. Interesting, but he seemingly represents both the old and new generation of giants. He tries to hide it, but he is kind and fair. Assembly very smart, but he also like, hey, at the end of the day, we're warriors. Loki's not as unhinged and blood and maybe as like crazy as the rumors make him out to seem. But I, I guess my question is why would he sit with Gunko? Why would Gunko go with Loki? If anything, is my question. Meanwhile, his brother is under Luffy's future king of the pirates. He's too narrow-minded. Whole grudges. I just believe that what people say about getting information, he is now asking about what happened. I don't believe a king should follow another king. That's fair. Loki. I want Loki to make his own crew. Honestly, I would like him to meet Blackbeard though. That would be interesting to me. All right, what do you want to hit me with, yo?
That funny enough, it's also related to Loki when it comes to that. Basically, remember what I told you about like the four gods, where in the first world there were four gods.
Let me pull up the mural while you're at it. Go ahead though.
Yeah, so the first god, the rain god, the sea god, and in God Valley you have four key players: Emu, Rogers, Beck, and Garp. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
In the top 12 thing, like the 12 most important characters, the center were Kobe, Blackbeard, Luffy, and the Emu. So like the main idea is that these four are like the reincarnation of the four gods. It's gonna be the thing, the main important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the issue here comes with Buggy. You may not like this, but if Buggy will become the king of the world, because remember he told Luffy that if you become the pirate king, I will become the
Become
king of the
God.
world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
if he's the Davy Jones parallel instead of Blackbeard, there's two possibilities for Blackbeard. Either he's the final villain and he takes spot, and he's the emo equivalent of this era, or he kind of gets cooked and put to the side, like he's the villain before the final villain. And I think what's gonna tell us where Oda's going with is with Loki, because if Loki doesn't respect Blackbeard and says not the one, you're not like Xebec, then that's gonna be the indication of where Oda's gonna go with his character. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I,
that's like the main idea of like where Blackbeard goes.
I've also been seeing. I saw somewhere on Twitter. I think I didn't read the thread because I don't read threads. But someone said they think Buggy's a Nefertari. I can't.
What?
I don't know what the reasoning was. I didn't read it, but I had seen that floating around somewhere that they think that Buggy's actually um from the Nefertari bloodline. But
that,
I don't know.
that's weird.
I'm just telling you what I
Yeah.
saw. I don't. You know me. I don't theorize. I just read. But
Yeah.
Buggy not inheriting Davy Jones' will. I don't. um,
I know it's stupid, but it's the kind of stupid Oda would do.
um, I don't know.
You get what I mean?
Buggy. Yeah, but Buggy's like Buggy's hard for me to read. I don't know what he wants to do with Buggy yet. I don't know if he's gonna fraud his way
Listen,
to the top, but yeah.
if if he removes his red nose and I see the Beck's nose there,
Mhm.
it's over.
It's probably because of the blue
That
hair.
was
Oh yeah, Vivi has blue hair. Okay, that makes sense. I guess. I think they're conflating the blue hair to being something like that. I guess Lily had blue hair too. Maybe I don't know if
yeah.
it.
I think that's the assumption.
So was Cobra doesn't have blue hair though, unless Vivi's mom had blue hair. I don't know. When it comes to observation, maybe Charlie would have the best in terms of how much in the future she can see, if that's observation hockey, and not some like Miss Golden Week color trap special magic shit. There's some other shit people could do that's like not related to like devil fruits or like hockey. Like even Django's hypnotism, like that's not a devil fruit. That's not hockey. How is he doing that? It's a technique, you know. So yeah.
Also, like in One Piece, the underworld exists, so like there's probably like demons and stuff you can have connections with, like see the future, in
Yeah.
theory.
I also feel like Emu's like incompetent here. Like turning rocks into whatever and then just saying that I never existed and leaving. I feel like Emu should have oversaw what happened for sure and make sure nothing went wrong and that everyone died or went down. Like you probably want all these people to go down, but I don't know. I'm also very interested in seeing if Garp gets reprimanded in any way, shape, or form for attacking Emu, Saturn, Gorosei, if you will. So
This is like the weird thing for me, because like if I was the one that's gonna do it, I would have had like Roger and Garp get told by Whitebeard and Shiki, have Emo secretly interact with only Zebek because you know that he knows about them. The whole Domi reverse says, "I'm already struggling controlling you. I can't control more people. If you're the strongest here, you can probably erase them," and then leaves. That would have made sense for me.
yeah, yeah,
But
or
like the way he did, like people tell me it's like, oh, it's about like the homeland. I'm like, why can't hide in Goa Kingdom, wait for Garp to go there, and then cook him?
right.
Since he can, like,
That go
doesn't
to
make sense.
yeah. I saw people saying Buggy's a man mayor because we learned Gunko had blue hair in the new volume cover. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Listen, Bug is the One Piece, right? It's fine.
It was it's something to do with Buggy's name. I can't remember what it was, and they thought that he was actually
But
secretly from Alabasta, but I don't know.
no, no, no. Bug is in Vietnamese means Zebek.
There's that.
Listen again.
There's that, but there's another. It has. I have to go find it. I'll find it later. I don't feel like looking for it right now, but there's another
Yeah.
thing to do. I don't,
Once Zebek turns 1 year old, and Roger calls him Buggy, it's over. It's finished.
that's I hope that does not happen. But honestly, this was a
Yeah.
good chapter. It looks like Whitebeard just decided to leave after clashing with Rocks. feeling maybe betrayed or I don't know. His reaction is the one that bothers me the most.
Yeah.
If like rocks,
Again,
I'm in your way. All right then, like I guess I'll just go home or leave.
but, but like there's a simple solution for that too. Like if the mind control happened before the transformation, where he was mind controlled, attacked Whitebeard, sent him flying, then got the wings and stuff like that, it would have made more sense. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a weird decision by Oda. I don't know why he did it like that. So
So
right now, Whitebeard is kind of stupid.
so Polo says he's a huge fan of Newgate. He's trying to recruit him. So what happens? Polo dies and then he takes Marco.
It, if I want to make a headcanon about it, is like remember, like Oda said that Whitebeard becomes the strongest 2 years after God Valley.
Yeah.
Maybe like what happens is that some threat comes to the Polo Pirates with Whitebeard. Polo dies, and then Whitebeard gets a hacky bloom to protect Marco. Like that's how it happens.
Cause
I can say it's something like that.
his pirate crew was really young for the most part when he becomes a captain. Like they're not as strong as the Roger pirates overall.
Yeah, yeah. This explains how like they were talking about like Whitebeard had so many battles with Roger. Like after Rock's Xebec stuff, I'm like, where? How?
Cause there,
5-year-old Jones is doing anything too early.
there was also a point where they said that they hadn't seen each other in many years too when they met back up at when Whitebeard Odin. They hadn't seen each other
Yeah.
for a few years at that point. Speaking of their
So
family,
probably like
go ahead.
so probably like the Polo Pirates are like the first Whitebeard pirate. Then stuff happens and Polo dies. Something like that.
Or maybe Polo pulls up on him when he's dying and he lost his crew and he's like, please take care of my son. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Speaking of their family, if Lily is the monarch of the family and if Cover Cover is a direct descendant of that family, but his wife looks like Vivi. Oh, I think we Cobra. Maybe. Vivi looks like Vivi, like Lily. Are we just going to endure the possibility of Vivi being an incest baby? I guess you can take the family out of the Holy Land, but you can't take the Holy Land out of the family. I don't think it's incestual at this point. I wouldn't put it against them maybe doing that at some point, but I think at this point the Lily's bloodline's been diluted, and whichever descendant she's had has copulated with somebody else. Whitebeard letting Vin Diesel down. What about family? Whitebeard probably didn't have the voice of all things. No, he doesn't. So I don't think he could hear. I don't know. This is one of those things where it's like Whitebeard's not stupid. You know what I mean? Like I kind of expect this from Big Mom. Big Mom's kind of stupid. Like, yo, did you get bigger rocks? Why you attacking me? Like, nigga, he has fangs, demon wings, and grew like 10 feet. Something is wrong. He's never done this before. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's all happening too fast. I don't know.
Like for me, like Big Mom, like her character, like even if she knows something was up, I don't think she cares enough to think about it. You know what I mean? Like with Whitebeard, like you have him now, like being sad, and another translation when he's talking to Paul is like, "Leave me alone. I'm in a bad mood right now." I'm like, "What does that mean? Didn't you see the facts? Didn't you see fucking Aku like stabbing the man in the heart?"
And like his hockey feels different. Like, can you feel that? Is he not great at observation that like yet to that degree? Like, I don't know. I love Newgate, but this is like the least favorite thing I've ever seen him do. Is this part here in general? This is like his worst feat to me, if you will, if you want to call it a feat.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's an anti-brain feat, 100%.
yeah, because I know people were. What's up, Pat? I know people were really mad at Whitebeard for not going to Wano. I've never held that against him, personally. I don't hold that against Whitebeard.
Loki, though I feel like it's because you were happy Odin got packed up.
I have changed my.
Like, you know what?
I have changed my. I'm not as angry at Odin as I used to be. I won't lie. When it first happened, I was like, "Fuck that nigga." You're right, but No, I just felt like the circumstances and situation was different. And when people were like, he showed favoritism towards Ace, I don't disagree with that. I don't think it makes Whitebeard. I don't think Whitebeard's perfect. I don't think that makes him whatever. But I'm like, it's different. Odin was the only person in his crew that was called brother. He wasn't his son.
Yeah, it's.
I have to go back and reread it. But I remember I had a reasoning, an actual reasoning, but I forgot what I said. Like, however many years ago this was, 6 years ago.
You know what it is? It's with him. Like I made this comparison. It's kind it did it as a joke first. Like it kind of holds some weight into it. It's like he is the Hiruzen of One Piece, where there's a character that was portrayed in a certain light in terms of strength, ability, and character. Because you have to go back and change stuff from the past. Some character like use the perspective around it gets worse and like Hiruzen was the one that got that happening to him, and Whitebeard got the same treatment. You get what I mean?
From the standpoint of because you're retroactively having to go back and add stuff, it can kind of mess with the continuity a little bit.
Yes. It makes this character look bad, even though it wasn't intentional. It just ends up making this character look bad.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Also, One Piece characters factually lack critical thinking. Shout out to Zoro for not knowing he had Conqueror's Code, even though he was told twice. I actually thought Zoro realized he had it after King said, so you also have kingly ambitions, but I guess he didn't. I don't know.
He's so fucking dense, man.
I
don't know if I could excuse it, but it's just one of those things. Was like, damn, like nigga, pay attention. Like, I don't like if you've never known you had Conqueror's Hockey and you accidentally use it. I don't know that you like Luffy didn't know he had it, but he didn't know anything about hockey at the time. You know what I mean? And Luffy's dumber.
You know what? No, Luffy is smarter. I'm done with that. Luffy is smarter than Zoro. You can't. It's over. Discussion is dead.
You know what? It's secretly comparable. Luffy's goofier, but I don't know. Secretly, it's kind of comparable.
No, I still remember that moment where Luffy says to someone, like another character, "You're almost as dumb as Zoro." It's over. Like, Luffy doesn't respect him.
Also, when he was like, remember they're fighting the Seraphim, and he's like, I should have noticed he had the dark skin, white hair, flames, and black wings. And Luffy's like, are you kidding me? Notice sooner. Come on. Oh, shit.
Nah, I never forget, like, during 3D2Y, when, who was it? Who was it that said that one of the crewmates looks a little dense, but I think they're all going to get the message. Was it Rayleigh?
Really?
Yeah, it was Rayleigh. It was like, one of them looks a little dense, but I think everybody's going to understand what you were trying to do. And then Perona's holding it up to Zoro, and Zoro's like, give me a minute, bro. I'm not going to figure it out.
But what does it mean? What does it mean? Everyone else was like, oh, okay. See you in 2 years. Got it. Zoro's like, but what does it mean? I love Zoro, but he's kind of dumb.
Is Zoro the only character that you can sense his stupidity with observation? He's the only character with that.
That's funny as fuck.
I love Zoro, though. I love him.
No, I know that's your man.
My guy.
I don't.
Talk to me, Pat. Bro, first and foremost, just please, sorry, I can't get over this. First of all, Marco's dad being real and this nigga naming him Polo actually made me laugh out loud. I'm sick and tired of Oda, bro. Fucking Marco Polo. I want to slap him for that, but that shit's funny.
Polo. Marco Polo.
Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Marco Polo.
He's the greatest ever for that alone.
Genuinely made me laugh. I'm so angry this is making me laugh. He's so stupid for this. But yeah, man. General thoughts on the chapter.
Yeah, I thought the excuse me, post meal cough. But I felt like the fight was pretty good. Could have been better, but he's got to rush it a little bit. He's got to montage it. He can't give us every little living detail. But I'm getting more than I would say that maybe I expected in some ways, so I'm okay with it. Mhm.
Go
I,
ahead.
I think him getting sick. Sorry, I think him getting sick in the middle of the flashback made him rush it a bit.
Probably, yeah. I don't even know what he got sick with. I hope it was just like a cold or something. But throughout the flashback, like, have y'all been noticing like more and more the way he's been drawing Roger? This is literally Ace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like Ace with the hook nose.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the like at first it wasn't as pronounced, but like the longer the flashback has been going on, I would keep looking at Roger. I'm like, nigga, oh, don't play in my face, bro. This is Ace if he was 30 years old.
I, I I would say like he did that because it's a long ass flashback and there's no popular character like the biggest characters. So him making Ace and Roger and Garp look like Luffy and Ace, it's like for like these casual fans that only care about like people like Luffy and Ace. It's for
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Get what I mean?
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, for sure. Because I
Mhm.
remember like during the Odin flashback, there was like some pushback in the Japanese community about not seeing Luffy for so long.
Yeah. So that's probably why like Garp is basically like Luffy with PEDs, with PEDs.
Oh, I'm here. Sorry. Repeat that. I went to grab food. I'm fucking hungry.
No, we were just talking about like the way Japanese fans are, well, Eastern fans in particular, when it comes to their characters, like title characters, if they don't see them for a long time, then they start to get antsy. So KG was saying like he's starting to make Roger and Garp look more like Ace and Luffy to appease the crowd.
Oh, I feel that. I saw this one tweet that I really love this tweet where it's like when Luffy hits 60, the Garp jeans hit him like a fucking Mack truck. He just turns into Garp at the age of 60. And I'm like, honestly, I fucking see it. It's right there. Like, no, I actually felt that, oh, I feel like Roger's original design got slightly tweaked to look more like Ace. While I do
Yes,
think with his
they did.
with his like his first appearance and stuff, I don't think he has that much resemblance to Ace. But after the reveal, I felt like Oda started to draw Roger a bit more like Ace, especially when he was younger. Because it's really Ace with a nice mustache. And different clothing. I don't want to say more drip because Ace has one of the coldest fucking designs with his fucking hat, his shirt, and his necklace and shit. Like, he looks tough. I don't care. Like, Ace and his tattoo. Like, Ace is one of the coolest looking characters in One Piece to me. But, yeah. He definitely somewhat tweaked Roger's design. So I'm with you.
What's weird about that is that at the beginning in Marineford, it was like his mom's facial features and like his dad's like overall physique and facial structure. You get what I mean? Now it's just fucking Roger.
Yeah, Oda
Kind
said,
of
fuck
weird.
all that. This nigga is Ace.
Yeah.
And then my boy Dragon, yes sir. Dragon stock going up.
I gave him credit. I didn't
Stock
hate.
good,
He got some monkey in him.
I
He got
didn't.
some monkey dealing.
I want let the record show I didn't hate. I gave him credit.
them stocks going up. Look, hey man.
No,
I know
said
Monkey D stocks are fail safe, but hey, Dragon was making it look a little risky.
I am not investing, but I'm happy for you
well,
guys.
I'm not investing
I
in
am
that.
not getting
That's
crypto.
the Reddits
I'm
of
not
the
getting
monkey
crypto, but if you make money off of it, I'm happy for you. That's how I feel. I'm still not buying Bitcoin. No, but like that's the monkey crash chart I've been waiting for. Like he put a gun to his superior head and said, "Nah, we saving these civilians. Oh, you'll be in trouble later. Bring it on." That was to me a little reminiscent of Luffy challenging the world government and said, "All right, think I give a fuck? I will make that flag burst into flames, bro, right now. I don't care. We're getting Robin, and any of you guys try to take it from me, I will beat your ass." So, yeah.
Now,
To this day, that's one of the
when
best
Luffy,
lines.
the difference is Luffy when he did that, he was the strongest guy he knows. When Dragon did that, it was after he knew his dad was there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little nepotism.
Hey man, listen.
Listen,
He using his nepo
That
baby
is that
power.
can beat everyone there.
if LeBron James' son could be in the league, I think this is allowed. Because Bronny is ass. Um, sorry, I haven't been reading the comments. What are you guys saying? Yada yada. Those of all things. Is that Pat Gatoge and Denver strongest soldier? Hot
Yes,
theory.
sir.
Weevil is Whitebeard's actual biological son due to him believing he was unable to have kids of his own. He slept with the lesser Stussy, got pregnant, and told him about it. He just didn't believe her. Is that? But I was thinking funny that everyone think he was like she was right. I feel like it's a clone, like some lineage factor, Mads bullshit using Whitebeard's DNA.
I
But
mean, it could be both. Like, it
but
could be like Stussy because she's a scientist coming to him and say, "Hey, I know you can't have children with me. Like, I kind of find a way to get pregnant, but like the child came out deformed."
But here's the thing I'll always say about Weevil, and maybe this is not fair. I'm picking and choosing. I don't give a fuck about him. If I never see him again in the manga, it is not a plot hole to me. I don't care. I have no interest in Weevil. Weevil's plot line, the stuff. I really don't care. I just don't. I don't tell anybody. I'm not saying he shouldn't address it, but if that nigga never appeared again, I'm okay with it.
I assumed Weevil was gonna fight fucking Marco in Whitebeard's home island. Like, that's the last time I kinda cared about him. But
Zoro,
How
that
long
didn't
has it
happen.
been since we've seen him in the series?
I think since we learned that Green Bull arrested him, and Stussy came to get Marco, and Marco was like, "Yeah, nah."
That was like that was like 3 years ago now, wasn't it?
At least three,
Yeah, it
four
was
years.
after one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right after one.
I'm gonna hate. I'm gonna hate leaving this flashback only to go back to Sanji begging Kabat for some cock. Chill. Sanji's
We're
got
gonna
it.
go to fucking Usopp throwing salads at Emo. Can't wait.
I think he
Hey,
did that
man.
because his dad Garp saying who protected Marines is insane. Sengoku slander.
Yeah.
Sengoku's not.
Nobody respects that nigga, man.
But should we? Realistically.
No, no, I
we,
don't think so.
we should, but we don't. That's the issue.
Wait, why should we?
It is like the whole thing where like Whitebeard respects him. Fucking. Although like I always said this about the Whitebeard interaction. Go back to Marineford. The way Whitebeard talks to Sengoku compared to how he talks to Garp, there's a different level in respect. Like you
It's
can just
different,
like
bro.
tell, like you can just tell how Whitebeard feels differently about both of them.
Like he would address Sengoku by name, but when he talked about Garp to his pirates, he was like he's just an old soldier. That was some insane projecting because he started sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Sengoku, it's like I respect you, but I got this. Like it's okay, Sengoku. Like you're a good fight, but I got this. With Garp, he started sweating. I was like, hold on.
He remembers having to run in God Valley. Let me stop.
Nah,
His
that's
knees
probably
aren't
what it
strong
was.
enough to run fast this time. His knees aren't good enough for that.
How do
That's
you?
funny because like when he called him an old soldier and Garp was over there smiling like, oh okay, y'all
Oh,
want to try me then?
oh, I'm old. Come up here then. I was gonna say, does it bother you that for a lot of those characters, it took for them getting into the One Piece Prime age to really start the show out, and some of the characters we're seeing now, they're all doing this at a much younger age. Or I say a bunch of pirates. That's not entirely true. Luffy's kind of an outlier because I wanted to throw
Yeah,
I wanted to throw Law Kid in there, but I can't. I can't.
Wait, rephrase that.
No, I'm trying
What do you
to.
mean?
I'm trying to. Hold on. Give me a second. Like as I was saying it, I'm like Luffy might just be the outlier because he's still 19 if I remember correctly.
yeah.
But I'd
Because like
argue,
even
I'd argue if Luffy presently was on God Valley, I don't think he's as strong as Garp, Rocks, or Roger. But he's not outclassed. Like he's one of the strongest people on that island at the
Yeah,
age of
he
19.
can give a
Where
good fight. He can give a good fight.
Kaido's like 22 or 20 something here, and I think Luffy would have dog walked him.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah. He
for
would
a
beat
lot
the
of
shit
these
out of him.
characters, it takes longer for them to reach that pinnacle tier of power, even if they're not at the tippy top, like the higher echelon. Does that bother you guys, or do you think it's different eras? Kind of like how basketball players now are just generally much more athletic than the average basketball player back in the day. So like it's just kind of how.
No, but like think about it like this, right?
Okay.
Back then, there wasn't any like authoritative figure on the seas, so to speak. Like everybody was just sort of doing their own thing, and then they gradually got stronger as they continued to do whatever they wanted. But like in Luffy's era, there are mountains for him to surpass. So he has like clear stepping stones in mind. And on top of that, he had a teacher. So he kind of got like a fast track towards, getting to the plateau that he's at now.
Okay. And he got taught he got taught the basics of hockey and built off of that instead of having to learn that on his own, just traveling naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair.
I would say it's the gap in potential. Is someone like Luffy. If you look at Joy Boy and how much haki he has, and if Luffy has to surpass even that, him reaching this level of haki is like he's halfway there. Like he's only halfway through his potential. He just has way more than even someone like Roger and Garp. You know?
Yeah.
It's really only him and Kobe that add that kind of insane haki growth. Like even Zoro had to use Enma to like speed his strength up. You know what I mean? Like
This is
did
true.
something to make him get faster.
This is true.
What Omar said is something I was thinking about. Where he says, I think the thing is that Luffy basically rushed through his progression at once at probably the cost of his lifespan. Where I was wondering is like if Luffy's not gonna live very long, is that part of the reason? So he's getting stronger much quicker because he's not gonna live a long life because a lot of the things he does, quote unquote, drains his lifespan. But that's
not
mostly
sure
but that's
anymore.
mostly his devil fruit stuff, not necessarily his hockey. I don't know.
Do you think like he would die though? Like
Cause
I
like,
don't think that would happen.
cause here's basically what I'm saying. If Luffy's this strong now, what the fuck is he looking at 40? You're not stopping him.
Joy Boy.
He's going.
He looking like Joy Boy.
Exactly.
He's gonna rubberize an island, and like flick it and bounce it and kick it to another island and break both of them. Like he's gonna be OD.
Hey man.
You know.
A worthy challenger to Prime Kobe. It's
You
okay.
know what it made me think of? I was thinking of like how broken Ryoma is, but like he's supposed to be trash compared to the fucking professionals. But I'm like, if this nigga could hit 10 balls at once in a rally and do all this shit at 12, what the fuck is he gonna be when he's a professional? Is he gonna be hitting the ball out of orbit? Like, this is insane. I don't know. Something that I just comes to mind sometimes. But obviously he's the main character and stuff. It is what it is. But
It is a weird thing where like it seems that each generation gets weaker from Joy Boy's time to Roger's time to Shanks' time, and then like suddenly with Luffy you go back to the potential of people like Joy Boy. Yeah, I think like that's the issue. Like there's the
he definitely made his head more round. Garb saying who protect. Wait. Moriarty stocks up, but does not surpass East Blue Smokers stocks. Oh, I read that already. Sorry. This may be wrong, but I mean Luffy lost like 20 years of lifespan. He really is like 40 to me. I don't know how many years he lost. It's just, and I don't even know if Oda will like. I don't know that the lifespan thing will come full circle. We'll see. It could just be like a thing where like instead of being 140, he dies at 80. I don't know, but because I think the average human lifespan is 140 years in One Piece, if I remember correctly. Which is why I think your prime is later in life, because for us it's like what 28 to 32ish, 26 to 27 to like 32ish is like a man's physical prime athletically and stuff. But we don't live nearly as long, right? I feel like the average male's lifespan is like 65 or like
The average male?
I think so.
depending on where,
worldwide,
but like I think it's the
73,
US
74.
something.
Okay, like 70.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I think it makes sense that at around like the 39 to 40 range, you're kind of like in your prime. But I don't know, just kind of one of those things where I'm like, he's already doing all this at like 19. So just like, if he actually is like alive and thriving, no one's checking him. But to be stronger than Joy Boy, like you said. Fucking.
The pink Mamba will tell him to check up. Don't worry about it.
He's like, you can be like, here, little
Uh,
girl. If someone bullies you, use the hockey I put in my eyelash. like I don't know, like it's gonna be OD. I mean,
I
if
mean, it
hockey
depends.
only,
Like,
go ahead.
do you think he's gonna have the devil fruit after he beats Emo? Because that could be a thing where like devil fruits disappear.
I've heard this theory before, where like, when it's all said and done, devil fruits won't exist anymore. I don't know if I believe it, but I guess if he's not rubber anymore, he would actually, or Joy Boy, whatever, he wouldn't be as strong, but maybe he'd have to focus on his hockey more. Because I still think Luffy's hands and hand-to-hand combat is certified. Um,
Okay.
but his rubber ability to like, bounce and stretch and like extend the range of his punches does add a lot more force and weight to his attacks. I've always felt that Oda did a really smart thing making Luffy rubber because so many characters in One Piece are humongous and bigger than him, but because he can stretch, he's kind of, even though like he's still losing from like a wingspan kind of standpoint, he can always stretch or be at this point with Gear 5 become big enough or bigger to fight any opponent that's much larger than him. Because
Yeah.
even if just bound man, he's a lot bigger.
He's praising the Dawn Creek fight on the Loki. What I'm hearing right now.
Hey,
I find it funny how like Luffy's opponents progressively get bigger. Like I wonder if that's like a symbolic thing going on with One Piece.
I do think Oda
Uh,
likes to showcase strength through size a lot. Like Bellamy got a lot taller over the pre-time skip. Not that he's strong, but he got stronger. Even Blackbeard. Blackbeard's a lot bigger now, and Blackbeard was already fucking like 30 something. He's like in his 40s. He grew, and he grew. I don't know that that Luffy's opponents have progressively gotten bigger, but a lot of his opponents now are humongous. You're right. Like, Hody's pretty big, but he sucks. Katakuri's like 16 feet. Kaido's even bigger than
Yeah, I mean
that, and the
it's not
Goros
linear, but like
and the Gorosei are even
progressively through the
bigger.
story.
Yeah, yeah.
and now he's probably gonna fight like Domi reverse Loki, and so that's gonna be even bigger and bigger.
Yeah, because like I'm just thinking about it. Like first major obstacle, Crocodile, because he beat him twice, and then
He's
the
like,
next one after that
Enderu, and
will probably be
and then.
Enderu.
Well,
I don't
I
know if I
mean,
would call Enderu a major obstacle.
I
Come on,
actually
man.
think at the time, in some ways, I don't think Luffy was faster than him at the very least, but Luffy just had the counter. I think the counter really did help him.
Yeah, I'm thinking like when I say major obstacle, I mean like people that were heavily. I guess you could say Rob
they
Lucci after that.
they pushed him to the limit.
Yeah, or like
To be fair, I
we
don't
needed to
think.
see him do something so that we can know Luffy's stronger, like Doflamingo. Like when he
I
fought
kind of
Dofi, I
agree.
always knew he was gonna win, but I just needed to see how.
No, I hear you. I kind of agree. Like when he beat Enel, he wasn't like gassed and tired. I can't move. It's like you keep ducking smoke because you don't
Yeah,
want to deal with me anymore. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's valid. That's valid.
yeah. So I'll probably be like Crocodile, Rob Lucci, and then after that,
And
probably
Crocodile
Doflamingo.
being and Crocodile being taller than Rob Lucci would make sense because I don't think Oda thought that Rob Lucci was stronger than Crocodile even back then.
Well,
Yeah,
So
like
it
with Crocodile,
kind
I
of makes
think it
sense.
was frustration. Like, bro, I put you down twice, you still here. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oda has I haven't actually found this, but I do see people say that Oda did say he feels like he introduced Crocodile too early in the story, and that was a mistake on his part. I've never found that passage though.
I haven't
Th-
seen that.
But
There's
people,
like an interview. I think Drake's talked about it. Like I remember he told me about it once.
I
So
know,
I
What
but
kind of
interview?
believe him because
I'm
he used to like read a lot of interviews back in the day.
I'm only just saying that I haven't confirmed it with my eyes. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying it's true or untrue. I'm just saying that I haven't verified it. What's up, Lost? What's going on?
I will say though, power scaling back then was very wonky because I always used to say this to defend Smoker. It's like the reason Smoker got that fraudulent was in that fraudulent situation is because in Oda's mind, Smoker was strong enough to at least give Crocodile a good fight, if not beat him. So it wasn't a situation where like Smoker would look bad for getting that fraudulent title. You get what I mean? But in hindsight, Crocodile would destroy him.
I was gonna say like I don't. The thing that I'm uncertain of is like, does smoke and sand clash? Because fire and smoke at the time, they were like, because they kind of come from the element of fire in some capacity or whatever, like they cancel each other out. Like,
They're both gases. Yeah.
or is like, is, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know if, because hockey's not a thing here, they can't use it yet. So like, they're just gonna be having a Logia off. No one's hurting
Yeah,
anybody. Oh, you know what though?
like-
He does have the Sea Stone Prism tip, the GT, I guess. So
Yeah.
if he can just
Damn.
get him with that, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think in Alabasta, like in Oda's head, Smoker, Crocodile, and Ace were in the same level. Get what I mean?
Yeah. You said what? Word on the streets is that you've unlocked your Digisoul and are on your way to becoming an elite Digimon tamer. I am playing the demo for Digimon Story Time Stranger, and I like what I've played. I'm going to buy it when it's on sale. I haven't finished the demo yet, but I played it on stream the other day for like 2 hours. I had a great time. Smoker's in his 30s trying to be rivals with a 17-year-old. Heartbreak.
Lizard, you're not right, bro. Lizard, you are not right.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Smoker is closer to Shanks' age than he is to Luffy. I just want people to remember that.
I'm trying to wonder now who I think would have won that fight with Crocodile and Smoker back then, but I just feel like it would have been one of those futile, like, we're not doing anything, we're just we're not hitting each other unless they were like outside and started to rain. Like, yeah, you ever think that that natural rain could just fuck up Crocodile's day? Like, it just rains. Like, I'd be so pissed.
If I was like in if we were like in One Piece in Alabasta right now and we're having a discussion about who's gonna beat Crocodile, I would say Smoker can beat him because he's probably a better combatant because of military training. Like, that would be my justification.
I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know. I have no idea what to do with that one. Because then I think that as far as Devil Fruit users, even to this day, Crocodile's much better than Smoker. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's one of those things where I just feel like whoever can somehow get their hands on the other one first will win, because, well, I like what Mukai said. You can't dry me, I'm already ashy, and you can't choke me because I already down 11 cigars a day. But I feel like if Crocodile could get his hands on him and hit him with the Barahan and dry him out, it's a wrap. But I feel like if you can hit him with the GT, but the thing about the GT is you have to keep it pressed on him, or else he's turning right back into sand. I don't know what to do with that fight. I don't know. Anyways. Interesting thought experiment, but
Yeah.
I think they just Logia off and do nothing. Do nothing. I'm intangible. Yeah, I'm intangible. I'm intangible. Huh, dodge your attack. Dodge your attack. And it's just like, all right, I'm going home.
Thank God for Haki. Haki is not that good, but thank God that it saved us from the Logia gimmick.
I do think hockey was one of the big reasons. I think Logias needed a hard check at the time, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just Logia Aura Farm, and it's inconclusive. Exactly. Luffy's kind of dumb, but he also has very high amount of luck where he survives fights that would kill most pirates. It's true. Pete, my 2 comments after I said we've lost to Green Bull. 1 second. So I would say that Luffy gained a level of strength proportional to the risk that he took. That's fair.
That's a fair take.
And hockey blooming, yada yada. He fights a lot of really hard battles. Though I'd still say Luffy. Yeah, but I still say that Luffy has fought like people at his level, weaker than him and stronger than him, which is why I think he's such a well-rounded combatant, because he's dealt with everything. I think only fighting people weaker than you will bite you in the ass when you finally fight someone on your level. I think you need to be well-rounded. I think the problem I used to have a lot as an athlete is I for a long time, for like a 2.5, 3 year span, I'd played to the level of competition. Oh, you guys are last in the table. I'm not trying as hard as I should be. I subconsciously and psychologically play to the level of my opponent. But if it was like the best team, I get up. Like, yeah, you know?
You stayed in the grand line for too long, I see.
Where is the
I think my issue is like
mhm.
we have like the big guys of the old era, which is like the people that survived the era and were like the strongest in the era. But there should have been people like the way that had the potential and were on similar levels but got defeated along the way. Get what I mean? Like just having them exist would help the old gen so fucking much.
I
Like
hear what you're saying.
yeah, like even Mihawk, maybe like there was someone that was rivaling Shanks and Mihawk, but then Mihawk killed him.
Mhm.
So he had the potential and he was rivaling them, but Mihawk surpassed him in that moment. Like we need something like that for this character.
Yeah. By the way, listen, I read these already. When you said Garp saying who'd protect the Marines is insane Sengoku slander, and then we talked about how much no one respects him. And yeah, Oda definitely when he decided that Roger was Ace's dad, they made him look more alike. So I have a question for the two disembodied voices. Loki and his brother, that's where the other characters and the giant arc. Who do you guys think is Loki's? Oh, he wants to know. For you guys, do you guys think Mosa is somebody we know or don't know already or don't know? Who do you think Mosa is? I'll ask the other question in a second.
I think it will be a new character.
A meme that could be funny is that he's Lola somehow, and Lola also like Loki when she doesn't know who he is. Like that's an idea I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is like Shirahoshi. I also like that idea. Now, the listen, it's Japan, so I'll leave it at that.
Okay, Pat, you think it's a new character? You said right, so someone we haven't seen.
Yeah, I think either it's a character that will be revealed to us later on during this flashback because the flashback's still not done. We still have to find out what happened with Harold and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So either they will be revealed then or they'll be revealed during current time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said after, not before. My bad. When we got a panel of random names of people we never heard of that Mihawk defeated. Oh God.
Yo.
The biggest thing that Roger's saying bring either Garp or Sengoku to give me a proper fight during the Oda flashback. Sengoku fans cling onto that to say he's on the level of Whitebeard, Garp, and Roger. It could just be that if you don't bring Garp, at least bring Sengoku because he's like the second strongest Marine. I mean, if Haki only grows during a tense battle, once Luffy reaches the top, there won't be many chances for him to grow, so he'll probably reach his peak relatively soon and not grow afterwards. At least no growth that would make him an immense leap after his battles with Emu and Teach. I hear what you're saying. It's the thing I say about Trunks. Trunks had no one strong to really train with after Gohan died. So all he could really do is fight the androids and almost die to get stronger in a lot of ways. That's fair. That's assuming he doesn't keep his devil fruit ability and can still get stronger physically, but I hear what you're saying. His Haki wouldn't bloom necessarily. So he's going to get most of his power growth and development now and then not stagnate, but like maintain or grow not as much the older he gets. I hear what you're saying. That makes sense to me. If the other ones grew slower and got to the peak of power later, Luffy grows faster, gets to his peak of power early, and then grows slower later. It's just kind of reversed. I see it. I see the vision. Now, this is a great chapter.
But like, my question is, why is Luffy like that? What makes him so different? Like he's the only case of this happening to him.
Destiny. I don't know. Because I'm sure other characters at a young age face a lot of triumphs. I think it's Luffy's will. I would say. I still think Luffy has showcased the highest, the most willpower in the series. Not from a Haki outburst standpoint, but I don't think any character in the series bounces back like Luffy. And Luffy has the strongest will that I've only seen broken once, and after that, I don't think it'll happen again. So it could just be that his willpower is so insane.
But
He's
with that, I would
absolute
say if
trash.
his willpower is hacky and his willpower is much higher than everyone, then it's like he has just so much more potential than someone like even Roger. Just like compared to like what his potential is, he's working like at the same pace as Roger. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like he has more to the tank.
Mm-hmm. It's the Nika Destiny KG, says Mukai. Also, Clan says.
Loki, that's the right.
I think a better example is the time when Vegeta went into the time chamber alone and didn't cooperate with Trunks while training like Goku did with Gohan. Yes, and Trunks didn't grow as much as he needed because Vegeta didn't pay him any fucking mind and just trained his muscles. I'm guessing this is from Toad Gashi. What is Katakuri doing there? But that was a tough fight. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way I could leave him. Look at them. There's Bogard shivering and Sengoku eating Senbon crackers. I think they were Senbon crackers, Senbei crackers, whatever crackers. And Roger's like, you got a point. I can't leave them. Then Katakuri's at the side talking about that was a tough fight at 1'2", even though he's gonna be taller than both these. Even though he's gonna be taller than both of these niggas. That's funny. But nah, man, I enjoyed this chapter. I gotta suffer through a week of no One Piece, so you guys know what time it is. The Baroque's Works broadcast. We back this Thursday, next Thursday, around the same time.
Oh,
6.
Dashi is so funny, man.
He is. His memes be killing me.
What?
Like, what is Katakuri doing there? Why are you in the panel? But that was a tough fight. You were not here, bro. You are not here, little bro. You were on the ship. We did not.
He was going extreme diff with the oven again.
He was farming victories for his record.
Yeah, rocks. I remember rocks. It takes a long draw of a cigarette. That takes me back. Like, shut up. You're like 10. Send Fraudku talking about God Valley like he was there. Yeah. Other pick you said. Oh, I forgot. You did send 2. Hold on. This is the other one. Let me throw it up there. I heard Garper's a pirate now. I better keep my ass in his office or I'm finished.
My favorite one. My favorite one is the Garp ones. Like, I better keep my ass in the maze or they are finished.
It's a big fact. Don't you know I survived God Valley at 9? Do you know what I've been through? Do you know what I've seen in my life? Yeah. I've pretty much said everything I want to say about the chapter. It was mostly combat stuff. So we talked about the fight. We talked about the hockey thing. We talked about Polo. We talked about the Kaido Big Mom stuff. We talked about how did we think that with Dragon did we think that the Rocks Pirates would have disbanded naturally here anyways, or did the chaos and incident and them getting their fucking money up being like, oh, I got a Billy now. Okay, it's time to start my crew. I got my money up. So yeah, I pretty much said everything I had to say. Good chapter, good fight. I'm enjoying it. The shading here is crazy. I feel bad for Rocks. He's just there crying, fighting against his will. Do you think Rocks thinks he killed his family? By the way, or do you think he knows that they got away? Cause he wasn't crying until after the slash towards Eris and Teach. I don't know. I just wondering if you guys think he.
No, but I mean, he would have felt the impact. So he probably crying at the fact that he almost did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
And that he could be controlled to keep doing it if Emu ever found out they got away. Okay. Sorry, go ahead, KG.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think like it's clear if he knows or not yet. Like, I can't really tell. Now, Loki, do you guys think like Oda's gonna reintroduce Blackbeard's mother and 2 sisters in his flashback? Because I remember, like, we talked about it. Like, that is he gonna reintroduce that idea of Ace meeting his?
No, I don't. I think Blackbeard's the only child. I think he's the last of the Davy clan. Personally, that's what I'm going with right now. I think he's the last surviving person with Davy blood in him, or direct descendant at the very least, I guess. But, No,
But that could be a thing, but like,
I
okay,
think
sorry,
he
it's
could
like his.
I think he could repurpose the sisters to play a different role, or like he gets like weird surrogate sisters or something, but I don't think he'll have blood related ones. That's just me personally. I could be wrong.
My thought is that basically his mother moved on, someone else had daughters from them, and that's when Blackbird got mad at her and said I'm an orphan. Like when he met Whitebeard.
Okay, that's interesting. Because then in that case we're both right. That means he's still a Davy
Yeah.
because the last Davy because Eris was brought into the clan. She's not a Davy blood herself. She was just a pirate. And then she had kids after Rocks. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's not impossible,
Yeah.
I guess. Everyone else in the flashback is in their prime. So is Sengoku. He's in prime office piece. He's doing that paperwork. He's going crazy with paperwork. He's got the highest paperwork count on all the fleet admirals, bro. He gets it done the fastest, the quickest, the most efficient. So.
Loki, Naya, remember when I told you this that Garp has like the same role in the universe as Agni in his universe?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Sengoku gets mad at him the same way Yami gets jealous of Agni? He's always at home doing paperwork.
I feel it. No, I feel it. Yeah. That's good. I like that. You don't get that pack because you don't read Peak Webtoon.
Give me some time.
To be fair, I don't read it anymore either.
You guys, it's weak. Don't you know Blackbeard already got an onyx and an ebony beard around? Oh shit. All right, I said everything I need to say about the chapter. Unless you guys have anything else you want to mention, predict, say, theorize, pontificate about, because I'm ready to eat.
No, good chapter. So, pipe. What we need.
It was fire.
Yeah. The twin wings of the Marines, the fist of justice, and the pen of signing.
Yeah.
Supreme grade pen. Unbreakable fucking quill where they signs all the paperwork with. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been very indifferent to Sengoku, but now I just feel like all the slander he gets is super valid. So I'm like, I'm not about to fight against it. Fuck him. I don't care about him.
He was
I think
vindicated
Sengoku is
though.
a good character. He's just a fraudulent kind of in terms of power strength, power level.
Yeah, but he was vindicated. He did not lie. Rox and Roger and Garp, they did have a fight. It's just he left out some key details. Details that he was not privy to.
Yeah, because only the strongest people in the world got together there.
To defend him. I think that was mainly about Roger and Xebec being the top three, the strongest in the seas. Because you can't convince me Garling is stronger than him. You cannot.
I'm with you. Garling, I can't believe Garling had that showing. I can't respect him. I don't care what girls
Yeah.
say emu buff you have now. I don't give a fuck. You trash.
That was disgraceful.
It's up to Shamrock and Shanks.
Really just Shanks.
I'm with you. At this point, it's just Shanks. But Shamrock's stocks are falling because of his dad and the Holy Knights. Shanks is not one of them. I see what he can do. So, what y'all rate God value so far? I'm sorry, it's a 10. It's a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10. It's an easy 10.
I don't gotta hesitate. It's a 10. That doesn't mean it's perfect. That's not what a 10 means to me. Nothing is perfect, but it's a 10. It's a masterpiece. I think what he built up is delivering. Go ahead.
Is it? Are we talking about the entirety of the Rocks?
He said God Valley. Oh.
Yeah, so,
well, I hear what you're saying. I'm calling the entire flashback up to now a 10. That's really what I mean. But I hear what you're saying because they were on God Valley the whole time.
Because I think everything with Rocks before God Valley was great.
Mm-hmm.
Based on what I wanted from God Valley, I am not that high on it. Like I wanted more fights, more stuff there, so that I would rate it high.
Yeah, but you should have known better.
I'm still gonna rate it fairly, even if I knew. If I predicted it.
I'm not gonna punish him for doing exactly what I expected. Actually, in a lot of ways, I didn't think we'd get as much fighting as we got. So maybe I'm the opposite of you. I thought he'd fast forward through a lot more of this combat stuff. So yeah. Wait, if
And that's
Rox is
fair.
dead after this chapter and there isn't anyone to fight anymore to the fight, then Rox will be the first D to die without a smile, and he's dying crying instead. That's a good point. But I don't think the fight's
Maybe
over.
it's the Davy clan that's different.
Because when Teach thought maybe Whitebeard was gonna finish him off, he panicked. So maybe something with the Davy D's. The Davy
Yeah.
To be
D's.
fair, Law was the same thing. Law was crying when Dofi almost. To be fair.
True. That's true.
That is true.
Yeah. I think sometimes we overconflate that. Like just because we saw Ace, Roger, Luffy, and them do it, I think they have a different disposition where as long as they were chasing their dreams, they were okay with dying in the pursuit of that. Get rich or die trying. It's like, listen, Luffy was like, listen, I sailed out to sea. I did what I had to do. If this is the end, this is the end. But yeah, I just bought Sasuke's katana. Am I a swordsman or chakra man? you're a waste youth.
Oh yeah, that's what
You're a waste youth because you're in a Chiha.
Oh no,
And Toby
that's
Rama
the
was right.
funniest memes. No facts. But no, that's one of the funniest memes on Twitter. They were saying, imagine if Madara fans said that a Madara is a chakra man, not a ninja, to beat the weaker than Hashirama allegations.
No, I get it. I've always kind of understood the use of a sword is a swordsman kind of delineation, but as far as it goes at One Piece, as it goes at One Piece right now, I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the difference between like Shanks and Mihawk is because their primary use of fighting is a sword. I don't know what the difference is at this point. I'm just tired. I'll wait until he wants to tell me.
Shanks is a swordsman. And a cooked for Shanks. He's a swordsman.
No, I think he is too. I'm just saying I don't know what the difference is. Like, is it because Mihawk dedicates himself to the Bushido or the blade, and every day he cleans it, and I don't know. So
To me, for One Piece, it just goes to the matter and like your attacks when it comes to the sword. So like Zoro has techniques that are like sword based, like in name.
some people say to be a swordsman in One Piece, you don't do anything but sword fight. Like even if someone gave you hold on, like even if someone gave you a bomb, a grenade, you wouldn't throw the grenade because it's not. I don't know. Everyone's opinion is different. Sorry, go ahead.
No, but Kaku is a swordsman because he said he uses 4 sword style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, why is Kako a swordsman but King isn't a swordsman? You get what I mean?
Well, King kind of admitted
it's the way they identify themselves.
Yeah, King was kind of like, I'll use whatever tool to kill you. I don't care if I have to punch you, incinerate you with Lunarian flames, or a sword. Like, are these brass knuckles at the fucking end of my fist? So,
but the Kako would do the same thing. Like he hit you with a giraffe head. Like I don't think that's a technique.
I remember people saying that Rox is not a swordsman because his sword hits like a cannonball. And then when then I'm like, you guys really don't think this nigga can cut? So after he's cut somebody, I'm like, what now? He cut Emu. So stupid. So dumb. Some One Piece fans are so dumb. Like, why are you here? Get out the fandom, please. All right, Lizard, DM it to me. I might turn this katana into a black katana. Sounds raw. The black blade stuff, I don't know what to do with that either. I'll just wait until it's relevant. I'm tired. I know that I care. So, are you the strongest because you're sword man, or are you the strongest because of your hockey man? I do think no matter what you say, I do think that Shanks' hockey is way better than Mihawk's. I have no doubt in my mind. So I don't know how that evens things out if Mihawk is the better swordsman, but
I don't even see how people can argue that. How can people even argue something like that?
Now, see, like I think I told you this before, Naya. Like my idea of Shanks is that he is someone that could have been as big as Roger, like Pirate King level hockey, because he sacrificed his dominant arm. He's like a bit weaker than that, and like that's what makes Mihawk stronger than him. Even though, like in terms of hockey, Shanks is better.
I'll have to see it to believe it. Because if I had to bet my money on DraftKings, whatever, Prize Picks, I'm putting my money on Shanks. The whole debate has become a meme. It's so funny. It's so tired. I just don't care about it. Like when it's all said and done, we'll have the answer. For now, I'll wait until those answers come. I could wait. I've waited this long already.
You know how dumb the discussion was that we're in a fucking God Valley fucking flashback and they're talking about Shanks.
Yeah,
Like, how did we get there?
because when I remember even when Rocks did what he did, they're like, "That's me a cup scale because he's a swordsman," and I'm like, I don't know what to do with you niggas.
The root of all their arguments is that Mihawk has a black blade and the rest of these niggas that use swords don't.
All right. Every time someone
That's
does that, I just
That's
post
not
a
good
picture
enough.
of Garp with two black blades. Every time that happens, I post a picture of Garp and his two blades. I'm like, what does that mean? He has two. Garp has one.
Yeah,
That's the
and what is
appropriate reaction.
and what does that mean? Like, can I not beat him because he has a black blade? Like, can I like? Does that just mean his blade is just a better quality? What does that even mean? I don't know. I don't have to do with any of that. So I just be like, listen, this is y'all fight. I'm not a Shanks or Mihawk fan. I don't care. I'm throwing sand and dodging raindrops. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Now,
I'm afraid
now
of
the
the
black
rain.
sand,
I'm afraid of the rain.
no one
Ooh.
can beat it.
Give me the hockey sand, bro. Give me the hockey sand. Give it to me. Hey, Kurapika, one of your chains has a blade. You're a swordsman. I'm still waiting on Shanks doing a hockey spirit bomb and hockey final flash. Hey, don't put it. Hey, he might do it. The Wi-Fi hockey was kind of crazy. I mean, the dog sword stocks are up, but him, Naya, not blame others for the man's fraudulence. He attacked a tied up, injured, malnourished man and talk about how you can try to fight me, but you will fail if you think you can't come and find me. Yeah, but I don't think Shamrocks is that much. If Shamrocks is stronger than Loki, I don't think the gap is that big. I think Loki's one of the strongest people alive, despite being chained for 6 years. I just might
I
order
think
the.
Loki's stronger than Kaido.
So do I. I do. I've said I was confident saying that the moment I saw him, honestly. But the more I know about Harold and stuff too, like nigga, this was a newborn baby that was dropped from the sun realm to the realm of death and climbed back up as a fucking newborn. Loki's a monster.
And like
The more
for
we
lack
learn, the
of
more Kaido's a fake demon. It's actually insane.
yeah, for lack of a better term of explanation, Loki's aura is just different.
Yeah. Even Luffy says that shit and said, "What is that? I gotta go see, bro." Nigga is aura farming tied up to a tree. No, that's wrong. Yep, that's not good enough. I'm personally waiting for Shang's Hockey Domain expansion of Hockey Susano. I remember that video with Naruto and Pain talking. I truly think that we haven't seen all the things that hockey can do. So I do expect Shanks to start showcasing. I really want Shanks to be the first person, or I'm kind of lying. I kind of want it to be Sanji, but if not Sanji, I want Shanks to be the first person on screen to show observation killing. I kind of want it to be Sanji for some reason, but I didn't know. I remember I don't remember if I asked this before. You guys told me, but observation killing is a conqueror's technique ability apparently, not an observation technique. So we'll have to see if Sanji really does or doesn't have the cock, as you guys like to say. That,
The ACOG,
yeah.
I mean,
like the
it to
advanced.
be honest, it makes more sense for him to have it than Zoro. So that's why I'm confident that he's gonna get it.
Why?
Because he's descended from royalty.
Oh, okay.
I will say like
Isn't
yeah.
isn't Zoro's from the what again? The Shimutsuki family? I can't even remember at this point. Never mind.
Yeah, but they're not royalty.
But weren't they like a strong respect? They didn't even like Hyogoro go like he reminds me of the two bladed like he comes from a like
he was
respected
he was
samurai
fine,
lineage
he
at
was
least.
fine.
But I don't know.
I,
But
I will say like outside of royalty, like why is Whitebeard and Rayleigh conquered King Sanji isn't based on personality? Like what's the difference there?
So what you saying?
I think what's I guess what's throwing me off to some degree what Pat's saying. 'Cause I don't disagree that I think Sanji deserves or has it. I just don't know that he deserves it more than Zoro. I'm just like, oh, like I feel like they should just both have it for different reasons. I guess it's just all I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying one
Loki, that
deserves
was
it more
little
than the
Zoro,
other.
Loki.
Well, you did say it
Yeah,
makes more sense for Sanji because he's royalty.
yeah, it makes like it would have caught me off guard. Well, it did catch me off guard when Zoro had it, but what I'm saying is like if Sanji was beholden to it, then I wouldn't have been surprised. So like it's less surprising for Sanji to be Conqueror Saki because it's a recurring theme that a lot of people that have royal status end up with Conqueror Saki. Of course, there's some outliers here and there that like have no royal affiliation whatsoever, but like that's like a common theme amongst most of them. So like Hancock, Don Chin Zhao, Doflamingo, who else is royalty that's Conqueror's user?
Harold
To be
Loki.
fair, like outside of Boa, like these guys are like the outlier in their kingly lineage. It's like Doflamingo's dad didn't have it. Stange's dad probably doesn't have it. You know what I mean?
Judge
Yeah,
does not have that shit.
yeah. It's not all of them, but like it's like a recurring factor is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, if you're a strong character
I'm
from
with
like
Lizard.
a
I think
strong
Sanji
lineage,
gets it because Gaban
yeah.
has it. Just point period blank.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was like the final nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like
Vince Smoke
my
Romeo.
boys
Shut
that
the
I've been
fuck up.
sending to you.
Romeo Cannon, I promise he was gonna
Oh my!
come.
I'm sick and
He's
tired
gonna
of
come.
Romeo. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
Sick and tired of
the
Romeo.
wings of joy, boy. Romeo.
Romeo. That nigga's
I
killed me,
can't
man.
stand you niggas. Oh.
Listen, funniest thing is that he will probably be canon, and I cannot wait.
I like what you said, Gojo, about Mihawk's observation being so potent that Shanks developed the observation killing technique. I like that idea. I really do. I also like the idea that some people develop their own hockey specific techniques or subcategories on their own, even though like you can kind of categorize them certain ways, like advanced armored, advanced observation, yada yada yada. Like I always felt like you should be able, even like the hockey roar that one of the Gorosei used. I like that. That was pretty cool. It's like the only. I think the only Gorosei I thought was worth a damn, in my opinion. The fucking guy that no one could hurt. I'm like, what the fuck is this warhog? Why can't no one hurt him? All I know is I can no longer make accurate predictions for who does or doesn't have Conqueror's Hockey after the loser named King didn't have Conqueror's Hockey, yet his name is Albert. That is an alias. That is a street name that he gave himself. His name is Albert. His name
Yeah,
ain't no. That's how I feel about it.
that motherfucker had no kingly disposition, brother.
I guess
Be very clear. Katakuri had it because he fought Luffy. That is the only reason Katakuri has it.
I was.
The only reason, but you know what I mean.
I just think that
I mean,
that the Big Mom jeans, whoever she copulated with Katakuri was just the right mixture. It's just the right combination. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
combination.
No, it's Vince Smoke Macbeth. I hate it here. The only reason I think tinnitus that Marineford, when Luffy saw his hand getting cut by him, people theorized Mihawk can show you the future. Maybe that's why Shanks invited or learned to kill observation. I think Luffy did it on his own. Katakuri's dad is Strusen. Stop. Stop. Please.
Yeah,
That
imagine.
I don't even want to.
I don't want it. Yes,
no,
I don't.
please.
Yeah, I can't. For my sanity, I can't. I just can't for my own sanity.
I would like it if Mihawk is part of the Nerona family. He's not like direct descendant, but he's like from the family. I think that would be cool.
Okay. I feel it. But I forgot. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought. But shout out to Katakuri. Shout out to King Stinks. I like Queen more. And
Shout out to Frank as well.
it was nice to see a lot of these characters when they were younger. I thought for some reason Oda would give us more of Shiki, but I do know how Oda feels about like free range, unrestricted flight. Like at least with like Marco, he has to turn his arms into wings, and Sepia has like bounce off the air. Like it's not true flight. Like the birds have to flap their wings. I think even Monet with her like snow wings and stuff, right? So that's something
Yeah.
I've been but I thought we'd get more from Shiki. I think Silver Axe sucks.
I think Shiki is there because of its prequel bait. It's like set up a perfect crew where like Shiki can go on a mission with fucking Whitebeard. They Shiki can go on a mission with Big Mom. So you can have different characters going on separate missions in a different story. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
them interacting with different characters. Don't think it's set up for this flash.
No, I feel you. I have enjoyed Kaido and Big Mom a lot in this flashback than I've enjoyed them in the present time, though. I gotta say that I've enjoyed them a lot more. I liked Kaido for a really long time though, until I started to think about it more. I still don't dislike Kaido. I just like the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I like that you like a good fight, but you can't say I want to seek smoke and stay in your house and drink. Go outside to fight somebody worth a damn. I'm just not with it. I can't with these fake demons, Mihawk and Kaido. I'm tired of them. They do not want to fight for real. They don't. They're not real fight sexuals. Where is the
They're
Goku
not
in
like
you?
Garp.
Where's the Kenpachi? Where is that?
They all I'm saying, Garp went to Xebec, Rox, I mean Roger, everyone. Did he have a chance of no, not really, but he went. Where did Mihawk go?
There it is. Nigga, when they wanted Shaki, they learned Shaki was where Roger pulled up. He was ready for a fight. That's all I'm saying. Also, it's canon. You have to use boogers if you have the bomb fruit. Stop. I'm gonna get angry all over again. I'm about to get angry all over again. Cause that is the most mishandled fruit I have ever seen in my fucking life. Oh my goodness, I'm so sick and tired of them. Where's the Akaza? You mean the friggin'? You mean Akaza from Demon Slayer or the Akaza 9 and what is that the Skywards are called? I forgot what they're called.
Akazaya 9.
Look, a lot of people don't like Loki's mother for what she did. First at the oven, and baby getting dropped from a height, surviving, killing a bear while crying, climbing back up. I kind of see what she gave birth to, a demon. What are you supposed to say after seeing that? That's so cute. I think any good parent, just despite the deficiencies their baby might have or whatever, will love their child regardless of that. The fact that she freaked off of a deformity in his eyes, not that he had monstrous strength necessarily. So it's kind of like
look at him now. Like he's not even ugly.
Yeah, he's clean. He looks
She's
terrible.
the horrible woman.
Yeah,
forgive her.
she's terrible. I don't forgive her, but she's terrible. Like
Hey.
There's no redeeming what she did. Like I'm happy she fucking died. You deserve that, stupid bitch.
I mean, yes, but she looked good while doing horrible stuff. So
She's not even that. She's not even good looking like that. Don't do that.
the
I won't lie. I like Ida, but Ida's not even that far either. No, they're not like friggin' what's
Oh no, it does.
they're not
Right.
they're not friggin' Gerd and what is Copper's wife's name again? What's Colin's mom's name?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Wow. I didn't. We all forgot her name.
But
Like
Loki,
they're
I think,
fine.
Loki's
They're
mom
fine.
is prettier.
You know? Yeah.
Loki, I think Loki's mom is prettier, but that's just me.
Yeah.
She's all right, but like
Yeah.
she's not no Shaki, no Boa Hancock.
She not.
I ain't gonna
she's
lose my mind
not.
if I
She's
see
not
her.
Viola.
Yeah, she's not Viola.
If I see
for
Viola,
sure.
if I see Viola, I might have to. You know what I mean? You're like, huh. Oh, so I'm a bit of royalty myself. Oh, I remember what I had to say about King. I read it. What King? King is not royalty, but he is technically technically he's a Lunarian, and the Lunarians did live at the Red Line at one point, and they were seen as gods. So you can say that his clan, and a lot of times, were revered as being like godly in nature or above I guess other racers or humans in some capacity at some point, but they all dead now for the most part. So
I'm
we
about
know,
to say, I
got all the you
guess.
got.
What
We,
Watch Romeo be the leader of the Lunarians 800 years ago. I can't wait.
oh my goodness. In my opinion, Kaido's a loser who ain't a real stepper. He's strong though, and his powers are cool. Besides that, man, doesn't really matter. I'm a Dofi stan all day. There. That's fair. Though Dofi, people will
I
probably
My
can't
argue
question,
stand
Dofi's
Donkey Stan.
more. I'm not, but you know, I don't.
my only question with Kaido is where did he get the confidence to talk the way he talks? Like, what did you do in your life to give you that confidence? That is my question.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why some of these characters. Again, even though you know I love Vyomine, who have you beaten? Go to America, nigga. You are 15. Talking about I don't have to trade. No one could beat me. Are you in the league? Like, relax. You're in Japan. You're in a Japanese high school basketball. Relax. Actually, not even then. Because he started in middle school. Like, bro, if you don't take your ass to America and get your ass cooked by Jason Silver, real
Kobe Bryant was on TV. You thought he
niggas.
wasn't good enough?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I just don't get the arrogance sometimes for some of these characters. Like, Kaido didn't do enough to deserve to be like, to move like that. I don't know. Anyways,
I said this before about. Sorry, wanna finish it?
go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was making the joke that the only person in the story that got the smoker treatment is fucking Kaido. They said he beat someone that he didn't beat and got credit for it. That's why white people didn't want to fight him.
Listen.
Damn.
Shout out to
Kaido, you my
Kaido.
nigga. I hate that it had to be you.
Yeah. I don't dislike Kaido. He's not like my favorite or nothing. I still like the physical challenge that he imposed and the threat that he was on Wano specifically. It's just that some of the stuff don't add up in totality when I take his entire life into consideration. But I have thoroughly enjoyed him in his flashback. That shit eating grin after eating the dragon fruit will live in my head forever.
His finest hour.
Oh. He just slightly less ugly Jiren? No, don't do that to him. Jiren's more ass. Way more ass. With his fucking there was an evildoer. The evildoer defeated my master. Now I want to stop evildoers. Oh, Batman ass back. Girl, shut the fuck up.
The evil doer, my god.
With his fucking beanie back in the day. His beanie. That was his young man swag and a beanie on. Fuck Jiren. Jiren the gay.
You think the evil doer beats Vegeta?
Do it.
The evil doer, do you think he can beat Vegeta?
Jiren?
No, the evil doer.
Oh, no. No. Not with Ultra Ego, I guess. Jiren is not more raw than Kaido, in my opinion. I don't like Jiren. Jiren is nothing for me. That's just me, though. Maybe
He has aura, but other than that, you know.
He has a nice, powerful stance where you just stand with his hands behind him and he just stands up. But he don't look cool. The pride trooper fit's not raw. He doesn't have a raw design. No, he doesn't. That's not a raw outfit. Like Jiren's not cool, nigga. Like I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm not fucking with y'all. He's not
It's only
moving.
the guy with the mustache that looks cool.
I like
Only the guy
Topo's
with
my favorite one. That's a funny thing. Topo's easily my favorite pride trooper. Easily with his Eggman mustache.
I will say though about my guy.
Jiren looks like a
Topo's like-
generic gray alien that you would see in anything, but he's buff. Stop it. Hit doesn't look cool either. He has a dick head. His head looks like a penis.
A chill on head. Can looks like a coat. Chill on head. That's wrong.
Anyways,
I like Hit. I like his moveset and his demeanor.
that nigga's ass. Nah, but Topo literally took a cat and a rat offspring. Nah, Hit is cool. What does this take? Hit is not cool. Honestly, I blame Harold, good king, bad father, and husband. Let's be honest, could have been both. This shot's going way faster than I thought it was gonna go. Let's be honest, should have been there to maybe explain her very superstitious wife or try to calm her down. Maybe it would work. I don't know. My time skip is unbeatable. Because he deceived me, I thought there was something more to him when he was talking to Goku. I'm looking for what lies beyond strength. Fake, deep, gray head ass. I was so fucking upset, let myself believe. Didn't he also try to attack regular people? I thought you're supposed to be a hero. Jiren is ass. Stop playing with me. He's just strong. I'm not denying his strength. He is not cool. His moveset's not cool. He don't look that cool to me, but he has a strong ass stance where I'm like, if a nigga was standing like that and I was ready to fight him, I'd be a little worried. He's not even folding his he either folds his arms or has them right beside him clenched up like the Arthur meme. Like, he has a strong stance. I'll give him that. That's it. That's all he gets from me.
He be aura farming, like when he blasts them and then he turns around and hits the stance.
That's the Pride Trooper, like Super Sentai in him. You know, you gotta hit a pole. I understand it. But I'm not. Don't make me make a Jiren slander video because I'll do it. Jiren the.
Yo, Loki, please do it.
Don't think I won't. That nigga's ass. I don't want to hear it. Anywho, you guys be safe. I'm signing. I'm hungry. Goodbye. The stream is over.
Okay.